What's
Robert's
happening,
the
gang?
best.
Robert is the best. Robert is the best. It's gravy day. Robert's here. Robert thought he had another engagement that he had to go to. Didn't end up having to do that today. Robert is the real MVP of today's Pass the Gravy, episode 487. But happy gravy day, everybody. Robert, how you doing, bud?
I could have said that I never had to admit that I didn't have it today. So
You
I
didn't.
I chose to come here.
It's a big good guy move for you.
That should
Right
tell you guys how
there.
I feel. That's why I don't ever need to say it.
That means he just said he loved us.
No,
right
I
at
didn't
that.
though.
He
I
did
didn't,
without
right? Like
saying
you always
it.
know that
Without saying
actions
it.
speak louder than words. So
Hey, yeah.
Come on,
If you
dude.
watch
We'll
the
be
video version.
We'll be the Heart Boys.
Pass the Great podcast
There you
on
go.
YouTube.
Heart Boys.
Pass the Great podcast on YouTube. You can see what we were just doing.
Did we just come up with a new Gravy Gang silent symbol?
That's how you tell Robert you love him, and he'll do it back because he just did do it back. So Robert basically told us he loved us. He didn't really physically tell us he loved us, but he sort of did physically right there. I also liked it. I like
proud of our boy.
I was watching the Astros at the bar on Saturday night, and I was like, he invented that. Jimmy Pena invented the hand heart, and was like, no, he didn't. And I was like, no, he did. He invented that.
Dusty Baker invented the high five.
He did. He actually did invent the high five, though.
And he just got re-signed to a 1-year contract, or an hour ago. So,
but not the GM yet.
We're gonna run it back.
Not the GM yet.
Gonna run it back, but we're gonna have Uncle Mike again. Hopefully.
Yeah, I forgot he was on the team until the parade.
Yeah, I miss him.
That's kind of a good guy. Like when you go down, what was it? Ozzie Albies from the Braves last year, they won it, and you're like, damn it, they can win it without me. Like Jamie Shockey when he went down for the Giants and they won it in 2007. It was like he was like my favorite player on the team at that point, and I was like, fuck. Well, maybe we don't need Jamie Shockey. And then he moved on from Jamie Shockey. I was like, okay, just next man up mentality. Am I right?
That's what you need.
Worked out for the Astros. Before we get into everything today in the Precome segment, I just wanted to say, please do not spoil the election. I did not watch it yesterday. I have avoided spoilers all day long. I DVR'd all of the election coverage, but please don't spoil any of the winners, because I plan on watching 30 hours of coverage. What was it? Steve Kornacki, khaki pants guy. I'm ready for him to break down. Wacky Kornacki, ready for him to break down everything. And, let's see, who's it going to be? Is it going to be A-Bot or is it going to be Bateau? We're going to find out. We're going to find out who's going to win. But yeah, please don't spoil any election spoilers or anything like that. Just ahead of time. Next thing I had was I was watching TV as I was prepping for the show today, and there was a pizza commercial that came on. I think it's hilarious to kind of think they were promoting the pizza was promoting their new wraps or whatever it's called, like melts maybe is what it was, but it was basically just you take a calzone and you do this and just make it a sandwich, and you just don't tuck the sides in. And that was what it was. It was like, you can get pepperoni, you can get cheese and bacon, you can get meat lovers, and you can get vegetarian. It was like, that is a pizza sandwich right there.
Yeah. No, I mean, you nailed it. It's a calzone that's not crimped on the edges.
But that's it. It's just the idea of chain pizza companies in creative meetings. Like, how can we change pizza? What if we just flip the pizza and put it all in one thing? Like, that's a calzone. We already have that. Okay. Well, what if you just flip the crust and leave it that way? That's just a sandwich. No. We come up with a cool name for it. We call it melts. But it's still just, we're repackaging a slice of pizza. You just flip it over, and that's what. No. Tell them it's called a melt. We can charge them $7.99 for it. You get 2 for $7.99. People are gonna do it. Why wouldn't they just order the pizza? I don't fucking know, dude. Get them melts. Print it. Let's make them. Like, they're all pizza places. I get then they went the pasta route and stuff like that. But it is kind of funny to think of somebody in a creative meeting in at a chain pizza place, how can we fix pizza? It's pizza, dude. That is universally loved by everybody. Is the guy that's not going to get a pizza, is the guy that's not going to eat pizza going to be like, that sandwich looking thing that's called, what is it called? A melt with melted cheese and mozzarella and tomato sauce and pepperoni is in it. Let's get one of those. It's like, why don't you just get a pizza? No, I need that. It's weird repackaging that.
Maybe they just got inspiration from like Tex-Mex. They're like, listen, there's this entire genre of cuisine where it's the same 6 ingredients. They just fold it fucking different and call it different things. What if we started doing that with pizzas? And somebody in that meeting was probably like, well, shit, might as well give it a shot.
I mean, yeah, that is Taco Bell. You're right. That is Taco Bell. So it's pretty much just like any place, like Taco Bell is like, what about the Crunchwrap Supreme, which is like what? They put like a taco and a quesadilla together. It's just like, well, you could just mix the stuff together. We already have it.
Yeah. Well, what is it made of? The same exact thing that our burrito and taco and enchiladas are made of. Oh, perfect. We don't have to buy anything else? Nope. Just sell a new item for more money. Fucking do it.
And I'm not knocking it because I'm sure that stuff's delicious. Although, like, I'm a Papa John's guy myself. Go order at papajohns.com or on the app. Let them know I told you guys about it. But like, it's just hilarious. Like, somebody's like, all right, how do we redo pizza, fellas? How are we redoing this? Like, oh, I don't know. I think we're good. I think we're good at pizza. Like, I've ordered like the boxes and stuff before, but I have never gone out of my way to order like whatever the special thing is.
And it's so disappointing, that fucking triple stack box or whatever. When you get it, it's not like inside of another box that you can slide out the 3 boxes in.
Like on the commercial.
Like in the commercial. No, it's just they just give you 3 pizza boxes. Like, oh, dude, that's disappointing. Yeah. Like, I'm ordering it for the novelty. I want the novelty.
Give me the novelty.
Makes sense not to do it because then you're just throwing away a shit ton of extra cardboard. It would be stupid to do it that way, but
right.
I still want it.
Speaking of like a stupid way to do things, or what I think is a stupid way to do things, big brunch guy as of late. You guys know that about me. 2 straight weekends in a row I've gone to a brunch. But went to brunch with Emma's sister moved into town. So we went to a brunch on Saturday morning, and they had bottomless mimosas at it. And I was like, fuck yeah. Little did I know, we had a 1.5 hour table limit because I guess they were like, this is a, heavy populated brunch spot. They wanted to move people in and out, make sure people weren't just hanging out all day. And I was like, wait. Hour and a half table limit, but it's bottomless mimosas? They're like, yeah. I was like, that's not bottomless mimosas. Bottomless mimosas is like until I'm done drinking mimosas. Like, you can't, it's timed mimosas, is it not? That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just timed mimosas is what they gave me.
I'm going to assume you didn't say any of this to the staff, though.
No, because it was like the food was really good. The way, like the staff was really good. I didn't want to put anybody on blast.
You'd be an asshole.
I've heard brunches.
An asshole.
I was not. I was just good. Like bottomless mimosas, hour and a half. I put it together. It's like as much as I can have in this time, but kind of pissed me off that it's like you can't list something as bottomless. And I even tweeted out this, and I think it was Jamie that replied to my tweet that was like, OMG, I was just thinking the same thing. And she had like a 2-hour limit on their bottomless mimosas or the table, whichever it was. And I was like, if you have a limit on it, it's not bottomless. Like, don't advertise it as bottomless if it is not bottomless. Just say mimosas, all you can drink for 2 hours.
I mean, to be fair, though, if you want to drink mimosas for longer than 2 hours, you're kind of an asshole.
No, dude, it's bottomless. Don't offer bottomless mimosas. People are going to do that.
There's so much bubblies. You're going to get so full and bloated.
But you shouldn't drink. So then at that point, you just power through.
But you shouldn't drink mimosas for longer than 2 hours. That's 2 hours to be or too long to be drinking mimosas. Switch to hard liquor at some point, like a fucking adult.
You're brunching, bro. You're brunching. What if it's, like a 10 o'clock brunch you're at, and you go until like 1 o'clock, 1:30. It's like, I feel like I should be able to mimosa until about then. At 4 o'clock, yeah, we're getting a little crazy.
First of all, if you're at a restaurant for 3 hours, you're a piece of shit.
Brunching? That's what brunch is it not?
Especially at brunch. They're trying to make money by turning tables. If you're holding up a server's table for 3 fucking hours,
enjoying the food and drink that is provided, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No. Bullshit. You enjoy the food for about an hour, maybe 45 minutes. Then what you're doing is camping and stealing the table for up to 2 hours where you're not really drinking. You're ordering 1 glass every hour. And you're making them lose money by your ass not realizing, oh, I'm only going to drink now. I should go to a bar and not steal a table.
Then don't offer bottomless anything. The idea of bottomless is until you decide you're done.
What if, here's what we'll do then. It's bottomless mimosas only for that hour and a half. Unless if you consent to it, you can keep drinking mimosas bottomless, but I'm going to serve them to you bottomless. And if you don't want that, then you can get up and leave after an hour and a half.
I'd let you, bud. I'd let you.
I don't think you would want to be sipping mimosas while I walk up and have my dick and balls just dangling eye level away from you, less than a foot away from your face.
Thanks. I'm good. Can I get
Yeah.
a carafe?
And then that's right when you would have grabbed my dick instead of the mimosa.
No, I'm very good. I know.
Mimosa was on a tray.
Difference.
You grabbed eye level right there. The mimosa's on a tray up here with me.
I know the difference.
You just drunkenly grabbed
my
penis,
like
and now it's weird.
It's false advertising to call something bottomless when you have a time limit at it. But what made me think of a better idea that maybe they could do going forward that makes it a more fun idea and more marketable is, I was like, we should have like timed mimosas. Doesn't sound cool. What does sound cool, it would be a cool little attraction because we're thinking brunch here. We're thinking big ideas. Like what's going to get people posted on the gram or ticking and talking. Hourglass mimosas. Not mimosas served in an hourglass, but you get a big hourglass that's timed out for an hour and a half or 2 hours. And they go, all right, guys, you ready? You have until this hourglass is done. All you can drink mimosas. And everybody's gonna be like, fuck yeah, let's go. Then it's like an exciting thing to participate in, a race against time, and you still turn over the table in about the same amount of time.
You want me to tell you why that's a bad idea? Or do you want me to just let you have this one?
Why?
Well, first of all, if you tell people bottomless mimosas, but there's actually a time limit, that's good because they're not going to be rushing, so they're not going to be slamming it so they don't get hammered on you. If you tell them it's time, they're going to be drinking it as fast as they can to try and get their money's worth, and you're going to have people that are just ridiculously drunk and sloppy at your fucking restaurant. And then, but then you have to deal with it. Throw up and be dumb.
But you're going to get more people to go there if they're like, dude, did you go to the Hourglass Mimosa place? Like, let's fucking check it out. People are going to be trying that out.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love it. I pay one fee and I drink for 2 hours. Let's go.
Yeah. And you have a thing to like, if you have like it's like a clock, I'm a child. I'll time you. I'll go run, grab that thing, come back. Like that's how it works with kids. If you have a giant like hourglass, it's ticking down. I'm trying to fucking beat that hourglass out of as many mimosas as I can in that time.
But also, and then while that's going on, they're going to be sitting there like, you're purposely being slow. You're giving slow service. Like, yeah, because you can't fucking stand. You got 30 minutes left to go. If I keep serving you, you're going to die.
I just think it's a little irresponsible for a restaurant, for any place of business like that, to get in the mimosa business and not expect mimosa behavior.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm saying it's actually not irresponsible. It is responsible to handle it in that way.
But don't say it's bottomless.
I can get behind that. I'm fine with that. I'm not going either way because fuck brunch, it's overpriced.
Just say mimosas. This much per carafe or pitcher or whatever. That's fine. But don't tell me something's bottomless and then tell me that I only have a certain amount of time for it to be bottomless. That was my initial point.
Is it just me, or do you really want some mimosas right now?
I was talking about mimosas. It kind of makes me want one right now. I wish I had a Southern brunch.
Oh my.
Southern Star Brewing Company is basically mimosa in a can. They don't ever put a limit on you, do they?
Maybe.
No.
I was gonna say maybe we should do mimosas during next week's episode, but maybe if we just pour a little champagne into Southern Brunch, or Southern Brunch into orange juice.
Keith, if you're listening to this, side note, this is a meeting. Everybody, just
Yeah.
we're having a meeting. You're in on a meeting, but Keith, I got a great idea for the Christmas Spooktacular. We could put like a price for like an hour and a half price for bottomless Southern brunches. It's just hourglass Southern brunches. We'll buy some hourglasses. I'll provide the hourglasses. You get it. Boom, boom, boom. You just flip those bad boys. When the hourglass is done, that's it. That's all. Like, then you gotta use more money. You gotta buy more tokens. It's an idea for the Spooktacular, maybe. Try it out.
I think he's gonna tell you what I told you, but okay.
He's gonna tell me no. Yeah, no, I get it. Just throwing ideas out there. Maybe we get Robert to find a 2-hour hourglass, and you can do that for the Spooktacular. And then we have to like fit the Spooktacular in that 2-hour period, or just ends.
Robert's gonna just use that 2-hour hourglass for these podcasts, and every time, guys, getting close, wrap it up.
I think I would just. Is there 2 hours? I don't think there are 2-hour ones. I think I would do is like shake it to make it go faster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Robert, the whole time would be
you could do
flicking the
that.
side of it to make it go through quicker.
Yeah, I'll have it off screen and just have like my hand out here and be like, yeah, flicking it, like go faster, and like,
2-hour
look, guys.
hourglass. Oh, dude, you can get those for $60. 2 hours. Not bad at all. Very affordable.
I mean,
He does have a timer.
Yeah, I have
how
this,
do
this minute one.
Is that the Chick-fil-A one?
It is.
Oh, that's cool though, because it's magnetic.
it looks like poop?
No, it's like the stuff on like a Woolly Willy.
Yeah, but it's stacking up in the style of poop.
Go watch it on Pass the Gravy podcast on YouTube if you want to do that. If you want to do that, huh?
How much sand do they know to put in?
I don't know.
Like, is there just a guy that his job is to put a bunch of sand in the thing, and then at 2 hours just like cut it off?
That's a great question.
I don't know. I want to. That's the kind of thing that I want to know. But if they're like, okay, well, we have that explanation, just drive out to our factory and we'll explain. I bet. Can you just tell me?
Just tell
Just
me
tell
now.
me over the phone.
Like, explain it quickly. Let's get.
Come on.
What else did I write down? Can you Charlie horse anywhere? Not to brag, was working out yesterday. I was doing some abs, and I was doing the thing where you lay on your back and you kick your legs up, and then you do like the little V's to one side, so you work all that lower ab area. And I Charlie horsed in like my abdominal area like a motherfucker, and it was excruciating. It was just like my stomach just kept like sucking in, and I couldn't stop it.
What's Charlie horse?
So it's
Like
a
cramp.
muscle spasm or a cramp.
Oh, okay.
Like where
Just
you
another name for it.
It happens in like your feet and your calves. That's kind of where it happens to me the most, where it'll just like seize up all at once. You're like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
I was thinking like raspberry, like blowing.
No.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, no.
Robert's like, what? Some guy just kept blowing on your stomach for minutes on end?
Yeah, I just was doing that to myself. No, it was it's just like a cramp, but it was like I've never had it in like my stomach like that, and it just like wouldn't go away for like a minute. And Emma was kind of there, like, it won't stop. She's like, stretch. And I was trying to like stretch it out. I was like, I can't. It won't let me stretch. I was like, you could just cramp anywhere, I guess.
So what did we learn from this, Alex?
Working out is dumb.
Yeah, don't do it. Yes, it does say they can happen anywhere in the body. That fucking sucks though, dude. Like, I don't want to do. Here's the thing. If I ever Charlie horsed in my stomach, I know I would instantly shit my pants. Like maybe not a full shit, but like I'd poo myself at least a little bit.
It wasn't like in your stomach. It was just like the abs, like right there. And I was
Oh,
trying
no,
to
no.
do like
I know,
this
but if
and
I,
like trying to just stretch it out as much as I could. And it was like every time you did it was like, nope,
if
just
something
more
was
pain.
seizing up in my gut area right there, I would just feel the pressure and I would poop. So I hope that never happens because I don't want to
Yeah, I
poop
hope it doesn't
myself.
happen to you either. But just that was the thing I learned could happen. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Can you hear Wheezy chewing this bone? Okay.
No.
No.
It seems kind of loud to me. I was just making sure that you guys weren't also getting that. She's just chilling. She likes hanging out during the podcast days.
She's a good girl.
But yeah, no, like it was one of those things where I was like, all right, like I got up, I tried to like finish the workout. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna call it a day. Just gonna call it a day. It's like that lingering after you have like a cramped spot. You're just like, I'm pretty far along in this. We're gonna do 3/4 of a workout today.
That's 3/4 more than I did. So
Just think about like when I have these sick abs eventually, I'm gonna be like fucking washing clothes.
you're not going to have sick. See, even Emma
What if I
laughed in the
do?
background.
Emma, don't laugh. You're supposed to be supportive. Jeez.
No. Women won't tell you this, but they don't want you to be the more in shape one in the relationship.
But like I could just wash clothes right here. I'll be like doing the pod, just like, what are you doing? I'm washing clothes on my abs.
No, it seems like you're on ecstasy and you're just touching yourself.
Now she's just staring at me laughing at me. Very rude. I added you on my health insurance and I'll take you off. I got a day. I'll take you off right now.
Okay.
Oh, now she gets real quiet. What'd you guys?
That'll be the last time in your marriage that she's quiet, right?
Hey, you got that right, buddy.
Chicks be talking.
Am I right? Am I right? What'd you guys bring in for the pre-chem segment?
So I had an idea. Alex, you were there a little while ago, earlier today. I pulled up the Google Doc to start typing some stuff on it, which is our prep sheet. And I saw Alex was on there at the same time. So I wrote him a message and he wrote me a message and it was so fucking cute. Let's write a movie. And it's going to be a rom-com. And that's the hook of like how they meet each other on a Google Doc.
Like you got mail, mail,
but like modern.
You got Google Docs.
Yeah.
How quickly did it turn into you guys like insulting each other?
Well, actually, that was the first. No, it was the first thing that I wrote was "fuck you, Alex," and he was just like, "No."
If you don't know what a Google Doc is, that's pretty much how we do our show prep for this. Like I create basically like a layout and
outline.
An outline. That's it. I create an outline. I then share it to everybody, and then like as the week goes on, I try and create it like after tonight's podcast. I'll try and create next week's tomorrow. So then it's like throughout the week, something happens. You're like, not cool. Type. You just like throw a note down on it, and like before the show, like you can kind of tell like if Robert's on it, it'll have like a little marker where Robert's clicking. If Pat's on it, it'll have that, and like Pat could see that I was marking notes on something, and so Pat was just like, "Fuck you, Alex. Eat my ass," or whatever it was.
I did say that too.
Like it just turned into us like making fun of one.
No. I changed one of the promo codes in one of the ads to "eat my butt." That's what it was.
Yeah, you did do that. But that'd be funny. You're like it's like two coworkers. Like she lives in Seattle, he lives in New York. And for work, they're having to put together a Google Doc. And it's like, this lady, she's so funny. She's always on the doc at the same time as me. How are you? And then, they link up. Before you know it, it's a rom-com.
We'll call it the GD. But then also at some point in the show, she'll say that he's got that good dick. So the GD would mean two things.
Double.
Yep.
And his name will be Gary and her name will be Diane. So it's also GD.
I like that.
Yeah, all kinds of levels.
See, we've already got the outline of a movie.
You know how Bros was like the first movie with an openly gay cast and crew?
Uh-huh.
It's just gonna be the first movie with openly people with only G or D names that I know.
So Gary Sinise, we'll get him to play somebody's father.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey will play their crazy grandfather. Those are the two. Gary Coleman. We'll get him. Wait, is he still alive?
Robert, look it up. Gary Coleman. On this week's edition of Alive or Dead, I'm going to say no.
The worst thing is immediately I tried to think of another name that wasn't Gary. And Greg Giraldo popped into my head first, and I was like, he's definitely dead. Son of a bitch.
He is dead. He died in 2010.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while. You should have known that.
That's why I thought it was. But yeah, there's more than Gary's and Greg's out there.
We don't have to name all the G and D names, but just that's the idea. We haven't even got to casting yet. We still got to pitch the movie, but
yeah,
we gotta get financing.
Yeah,
I like where your head's at on that. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I'll sign off on that.
Cool.
Robert, what'd you bring in for today?
It turns out that I have a middle name. I found this out earlier this week because I got.
You didn't know you had a middle name?
Because I got a piece of mail with my full name, and it turns out that my middle name is Tiffany.
Wait, what?
Whoever mailed me this thought my middle name was Tiffany. I don't have a middle name.
Okay.
I don't have a middle name. But
so you're a serial killer.
So my full name is apparently Robert Tiffany Barbosa.
RTB.
RTB, baby.
RTB, baby.
That is really funny.
I feel like that needs to be his catchphrase from now on.
I think the worst part of it too is also that it was like an election flyer. So like whoever they wanted me to support couldn't even get my name right.
You're calling me a girl's name too? Wow.
RTB, baby.
Maybe that was how they were showing how like progressive they are. They're like, you could even have a girl's name. We don't care.
That's what I would love to see. Like, you guys have a meeting at work, and they're like, "Yeah, this project, Robert did amazing," and he just stands up and walks out of the room, and as he's leaving, leans over his shoulder, and goes, "RTB, baby." Just leaves the room on that note. It's power play. I want you to start using RTB baby as a catchphrase so much that they actually have to have a meeting with HR and you at work about like, you have to stop this.
Dude, no, you should just make the is it Ruth Bader Ginsburg, RBG? Make Robert's face over the Ruth Bader Ginsburg thing. He's got like the little like sash on her neck. And we'll just make stickers of that and it'll be RTB.
RTB.
We'll get Kate McKinnon to play you on Saturday Night Live. We could be the cold open. That would be sick.
Oh man, I love it. I'm all in.
I like that a lot. I'm really happy that you finally found out your middle name.
Me too. All these years. I finally know what it is.
I'm happy for you, Tiff.
I would have never guessed that though in a million years what your middle name would have been. I would never have guessed Tiffany.
You know what? Me either.
I see it.
It sounds very
like I see it now.
Name, yeah, now it makes you're right. You look like a Robert Tiffany for sure. It
makes total sense now.
That'll be his pen name. Like when he starts writing books, it'll be Robert Tiffany.
RTB. Or no, Art. You could be like RT Barbosa. Like that's like J.K. Rowling. Yeah.
Or J.K. Rowling.
Maybe, yeah, we want to be more inclusive. R.L. Stein's probably a little bit more inclusive. You know what I'm saying? Good.
No, what are you saying?
Don't worry about it. J.P. Morgan. Sounds rich, too.
J.D. Power.
Riches. J.D. Power.
PP Hoses. That one made Robert smile.
I love that for you.
Oh, man. I'm having a great time.
This is going to be a good one today, fellas. All right. let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment. We tell you what's back in the news according to us. This week's Comeback Kids segment is brought to you by littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. Got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Hey guys, don't want to sound any alarm bells, but Christmas kind of right around the corner. Christmas shopping season definitely already here. Get those Christmas presents out of the way early. A great gift for coworkers, for just really anybody is a Little M Shop. Anything. They got awesome personalized keychains, personalized stickers, compact mirrors you can get. They have the best air fresheners on the planet. You know, maybe you have like somebody that works with you. They got a stinky desk. What you need to do is like, hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. These are very affordable, like air fresheners. You can buy them for the whole office. Kind of like, you know, when George donated to the Human Fund. Fake. I don't mean he really donated. He said he donated to the Human Fund. He's like, I made a donation in your name to the Human Fund, and he gave that out at work when it was really not a charity. Instead of doing that, just hand out little air fresheners. It's about as cheap as nothing. They're very, very, very cheap. You order $10 more, you're gonna get free shipping. Use our promo code PTG69. You're gonna get 10% off your order. Go get you some of the best air fresheners. We'll hand them out at the office. Hand them out. Put them in stocking stuffers. They're perfect stocking stuffers. Everybody's car, office space, wherever they're gonna hit that thing is going to smell fantastic. I promise you they won't be disappointed. Yeah, and giving somebody a car freshener is the nicest possible, most polite way to say, hey, your car stinks. Say, hey, not only did I say your car stinks, I wasn't just putting you down. Here's a solution to it, and it's a fantastic solution because it's better than any of those baby back bitch little trees. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. Use promo code PTG69 at checkout. You're going to get 10% off your order at littlemshop.com. If you're ordering anything, tag them, tag us. We're at Pass the Gray Pod. On Instagram, they are at Little EM Shop, and on Twitter, they're at Little EM Tweets. littlemshop.com. Promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order at littlemshop.com. This is the Comeback Kids segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, our first Comeback Kid this week is parades because the Houston Astros had their championship parade this week on Monday, which I don't know. Did it seem like I get they couldn't have done it on Tuesday because Tuesday was election day. Again, please don't spoil it. But Tuesday was election day, so it would have looked really bad to have a parade whenever it's supposed to be out voting. I think 2 million people was the estimated amount of people that came out to the parade. I did not go. I don't believe Pat went. Robert, I know you did go. Give us a little recap of the parade. How was it?
It was a really fun time. Luckily, Sam and I live about like a 20-25 minute walk away, so we were able to walk. We were able to walk instead of taking a car down there or getting an Uber. And yeah, it definitely seemed like 2 million is an accurate estimate of people. We were pretty close. I would say maybe.
What time did you get there?
We left here around 11:15 and we got there around 11:45.
That's not bad.
11:40.
There were people like camping out at like when I got to work, it was like almost 5 a.m. and there were people that were already showing like camped out there to get those good spots. Like if you got there and left at like noon and drove down, I had to find parking. It was like you were 50 rows back. I feel like at that point it was wild.
Yeah, I would guess we were maybe 15 to 20 rows back. So like pretty close to the front. Like the bad thing was that like the people in front of us, they had brought a cooler, and so they were standing on top of the cooler. But overall, I guess it was okay. Like Sam's shorter, so she's really had to like.
You didn't put it on your shoulder
around. No, there's no way I could have
played the shoulder game.
No. Plus, like I got like a work text like, hey, can you cover it? Like take some pictures if you want. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm already gonna be there, so now I get to be paid to be there.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. You did get some pretty good pictures. I saw. Go follow Robert on Instagram at Robert Barbosa03. Did you see anything like wild? I saw there was like a fight that went down.
I didn't see the fight.
Nuts. I mean, yeah, it was like in one specific area. I would imagine that like lots of people didn't.
I was on the street with the guy in his underwear. So I was able to see him.
Okay,
Yeah, I was on
that
that
was pretty
stream.
wild.
You
I
got to see a
saw-
guy in his underwear. Lucky you,
With, like
dude.
Evil Knievel, like
Bottomless.
Speedo on. He got up on only bottom. That's really
Mhm.
what he had at that point. But he got up on like the
That's
street
good.
side and was hanging out. That was cool. I did see one of my favorite highlights of the 2017 parade was the guy that dropped his
Hat?
hat in the parking garage. I saw that was redone. I don't know whether it was intentional or not. I would imagine not, but I guess somebody was leaning over. If you don't know, see if you can find a clip and like throw it up on the like a one that YouTube won't take us down for. But like everybody was lining the parking garages in every level, and somebody leaned over and their hat fell out, and then everybody was just tossing the hat up level by level by level, and when it would fall down, somebody would just toss it back up. Just the like that is like the most electric, like toss it up. The next one, it falls back down. Oh, toss it back up. Oh, just like there's little things in life where it's just like, and this wasn't, it's just like dudes rock. Like that was just like, people rock.
People
Dudes
helping
rock.
people. It's a beautiful
Like
thing.
when we were at my bachelor party, we had a bunch of tortillas that were going to go bad, and we just started flinging them across this ravine.
Don't add details that are incorrect. They weren't going to go bad. We just wanted to throw
Well,
tortillas.
they would have gone bad if we hadn't eaten them, and we probably wouldn't have eaten them all.
They weren't
It's
going
a
bad
fact,
though.
though. But they were tortillas that we started throwing, and my friend Tyler just fucking flung one, and it went like 2 football fields. Just it
There's
felt
a
like rumor has it, it's still flying.
It's the
still
greatest
flying.
tortilla throw I've ever seen.
And just everybody went from like, oh. It's just high five and everybody like, we just watched somebody throw a tortilla really far. Like, why we watching somebody throw a hat up and then it going up level by level? Like, that's just fucking
Pure bliss.
that's just vibes, yo. Like, that's vibes. If you can't find joy in something like that, I don't want to know you.
That's a good
I don't want
point.
to know you. That's just good old fashioned fun. It is the definition of good old fashioned fun. Whatever makes people just jump up and down and cheer, no matter how silly it seems. No matter how silly it seems. I remember in elementary school when yo-yos were kind of a thing. I had a friend that could do was it walk the dog or the cradle where you could like set it on the thing and it would slide down, it would slide back, but it was like he nailed it and it was perfect. I just remember everybody in our class being like, oh shit. I'm like, we didn't say shit, we were kids at the time, but like we lost it. We lost it. There's very few things in life. I'd probably pick 10, 15 times I could think of a life that's happened to. And those are just like, that's the best feeling in life right there. It's just vibing like that. And your team winning a championship, which is why they were vibing so much. So congrats to the Astros.
The vibes were at an all-time high.
I went to a bar with my brother and some of my brother's friends and Emma to watch the Astros game 6. And then Will, my brother, went to LSU. So we were also watching the one TV in the bar that had Bama LSU on. And we like when they went to overtime, like LSU won going for 2 when they didn't have to. Alabama went for like kicked the extra point. LSU could have tied it and kicked the extra point, but they went for 2, and they went for 2 and they scored, and that was when the Phillies got a hit. And my brother and I were just like, yes! And we just had to be like, no. It was the LSU game. It was not the Phillies hit. It was not, because we just were getting stared at. People were staring daggers at us. But it was a sick vibe. It was cool to be around all the people that excited. I just wish that my team would be good and maybe ever do that for me, but they won't be. That's why
Did you see the list of people that opted out for the Yankees?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really surprised. Like, they just want to get re-signed. So, like,
yeah, I mean, it looks hilarious how many people, but it's like if you look at any MLB team, like you can see like not any. But like when you have that many free agents, you're gonna have 10 people that opt out because they're just trying to get paid. Yeah,
doing that. But my new thing is just like when anybody's shared anything, like I got shared that graphic several times yesterday.
It was really funny.
Like, hey, I don't care. It's football season. I'm focused on football. Focus on my 6-2 team.
Yep. Hey, I
Texans
picked up
week.
Danny
That's all I care
Dimes.
about.
I picked up Danny Dimes for my fantasy team this week. I believe in Danny.
I think I might start him over Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, you definitely should. Aaron Rodgers is not Not a very good fantasy quarterback. He hasn't been for years. That's not
Pat,
the way they use him.
If I told you, I think I'm starting Daniel Jones over Aaron Rodgers, you would have said, Alex, you're insane.
Not if we're talking fantasy.
2 months ago, you would have said I was insane. Yeah.
I would have said insane.
What a time to be alive. Daniel Jones, more startable than the reigning 2-time MVP.
I'm just saying.
Is Daniel Jones basically the MVP? Maybe.
Daniel Jones is the fastest player in the league.
He has run faster than anybody in the league in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
When he was clocked running.
It's almost 22 miles an hour.
So fast.
Speed kills.
Speed does kill.
Aaron Rodgers can't run that fast
this weekend.
Oh, it will. It definitely will.
Hopefully it will. The parades are back. Glad Robert got to go experience that. Did you get to do 2017?
Yes, I did go to 2017.
You did. Okay, so you got to go to both.
Which one do you think was better?
Ooh. I'm going to say this one.
I was going to say probably this one because you didn't have to deal with traffic.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like 2017, everybody was like, this is the first one. Cool. This is awesome. 2022, like people knew how to set up for the parade at that point. Like, they're like, this is all right, we're ready for this.
Also, it was warm, but 2017, it was like 90 something degrees out there.
But it was a Friday on 2017. So it was like everybody was just done for the week. Like,
yeah.
It was like, this is the weekend. It's gonna start with a fucking parade. And I really think every weekend should start with a parade if you think about it.
No, not every. That's too much
traffic.
traffic.
That feeling of the parade, like, yeah, just don't go there.
Actually, any Friday that you want a parade, you can do it. You can go to New Orleans and hire the band to follow you around, and you get your own parade route. I've like people have told me about this, and I've heard about this, and it's surprisingly not that expensive. And you get to drink, so you and your friends can just carry booze around the city while a band plays for you, and you have your own fucking parade. It's pretty sweet. It's probably the coolest thing New Orleans does.
Second line, I think, is what. Yeah.
What?
So I think it's like a second line. Is what it's called.
Something like that. Yeah. Oh my God. What if, as like a punishment for a fantasy football league, the loser had to pay for the winner's parade? That'd be a fucking sick one.
Look at the prices on that. That might be our gravy gambles bet. I went to a wedding in New Orleans, and after the wedding, that was like to go to the after party. They did the second line, and that was pretty sick. Did the full band and everything. I would imagine it's not that cheap.
Prices vary on how many musicians you want, but between 500 to 1,500. So like it's doable.
Just one stand-up bass. That's all you need.
I just want one guy with a drum to follow me around going dong, 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 dong.
Just give me the trombone and the trumpet player, and I'm good.
Yeah, see, that's, you need the trumpet player for New Orleans. You got to have that New Orleans.
But we should do it. We have to go to like Memorial City Mall and just walk around, and whoever the loser is just has to be in the back with a "I suck at betting" sign on.
Ooh, we should make "I suck at betting" hats.
It's bad vibes.
It is bad vibes.
It's bad vibes. I'm not going to gamble with the "I suck at betting" hat. I did get this hat for good vibes. You needed a good vibes hat. And I wore it on Gravy Gambles last week, and it gave me good vibes. So I'm a 2-1.
I definitely need some good vibes.
Goofy movie. Who doesn't like the Goofy movie?
I need a good vibes hat. You're right.
Good vibes. Hey, Robert, idea. Make a good vibes hat for the store or for, we'll get to it. For what we're going to talk about at the end. It might be Christmas themed. Okay. Next comeback here we got is virtual reality and also robots killing us all, because we're just like, we always have said, hey, why would we give them the tools to do this? Now we're just handing them the gun and saying, shoot me in the face. Just shoot me in the face right now. Like, that is what we are doing to them. Literally just shoot me in the head, because somebody has made a VR headset that goes with the game, and if you lose in the game, you die. And it doesn't stab you in the brain like I initially thought, but it like whatever the electronics it sends out like scrambles your shit. It like just fucking basically makes your brain explode. And
So where do we sign up?
We can't be giving robots this shit just on our own.
Oh, I know. I fully agree.
And you just jump off the cliff with whatever the game is. You're like, I'm out.
Yeah, and I'm going to say that out loud so the creators can be like, "Wait, what? I don't want to do this anymore." And then I just step off the cliff.
You don't think the creators thought about it at all? Like this had like in the first run of this, you're like, hey, look at this cool thing I made. And if you die, you die in real life. Like, have you ever played a video game where you didn't die? A video game where you could die, but you didn't die? Because I never have. So everybody's just going to be dead.
Has the game ever glitched and you go flying off the cliff?
What if it glitches and you're stuck there? So
stuck
much
in the metaverse.
This is a fucking terrible idea.
No, see, they're just going to add this onto the metaverse to police people. The metaverse is now dumb.
This is bad.
It's not good.
We don't need to be helping the robots.
No, this is the dumbest fucking idea I've ever goddamn heard.
It's really dumb. It's really dumb. But yeah, VR is back.
That being said, I mean, if they had this for real and you were like, whatever, I'm tired of living, I'm going to take all of my money, every last red cent I have, and I'm going to put it on black at a casino. And if red hits, I'll just play the game and kill myself. But if black hits, I'll make a bunch of money real quick.
What if the game was roulette? You just got to go to the table, and if you lose, that's it.
Some real Russian roulette.
Yeah. This is virtual American roulette.
What's it, like 60 people just huddled, and only one person's going to walk out of there alive because they've got the one fucking spot?
Yeah. That's how it'd be.
There may be a hell of a, I would consider playing that depending on what the prize pool was at the end.
I don't think I wouldn't watch something like that, but like I'm not going to participate.
Oh yeah, if you show the deaths, I'll watch that show. If you don't show it, I'm not watching.
I'm going to feel sick about it. But I'm going to watch it.
I don't think I'd feel very sick about it.
I won't tell you guys that I watched it when I did, but I'm telling you now that I would have watched it.
Alex, please. You remember Rotten.com, don't you? Faces of Death. We've seen all this shit before, man.
Yeah.
Robert, you probably have no idea what Faces of Death was, do you?
I have no idea.
So as children, we used to be able to log onto the internet, and after that bitch loaded up, you go to facesofdeath.com, and it's just horrible. I'm assuming crime scene photos. It'll be like just a guy in like the woods with 90% of his head missing and a shotgun laying next to his body.
Yep.
Like just a hammer going
just
through
stuff
a skull.
You didn't. A lot like when the internet was kind of new, we didn't really know what to do with it, and there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't anything like that. So you'd fuck around in chat rooms, or you would just go look at like dead people or just weird fucked up shit because that was online, and you would always go to a friend's house and like, dude, have you seen this? And then like after you saw Faces of Death, you'd go to somebody's house and like, hey bro, check this out. And it was, you'd see FACE, you're like, nope, not watching that, I don't want to watch that. And then Meat
Never bothered me, dude. The fact that we don't have more like serial murderer rapists after our generation was given Faces of Death and puberty at the exact same time. It's crazy, man. Dude, actually,
2 Girls, 1 Cup. We're the generation of Faces of Death. We're the generation of Mr. Happy Hands.
Literally, the actual internet, like, so I guess it'd be internet. What do you want to call it? 1.0 or 2.0? Where like we were actually
you can interact with everybody. Yeah,
we were given the internet at puberty. What kind of a sick fuck would do that to a child? Now they have like full internet as like.
You got high speed internet, dude. You don't gotta wait for like pictures to.
Oh, I
Blood.
remember that. Hoping nobody walked into the room while the one
Shit,
nudie
shit,
picture was
shit.
loading line by
Yeah.
line, and then you had
Yeah.
to print it out. Then your parents would be like, "Why are we going through so much ink?" I'm like, "I gotta print shit for school."
Sorry, I had paper. You didn't type up in paper last week. I did too. You shouldn't see it.
Yeah,
I'm on top of my
Check-
stuff, Mom. Don't
I
worry
check my
about it.
papers at night. I'm a
It's
Nighthawk
fine,
mom.
Right? Jeez. Burn the midnight oil. Never once said that ever in my life until this point in the podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess the plus side is nowadays parents don't have to go through so much computer ink. This is just right there on their phone.
It is. It is.
Where were we going with that?
Oh,
VR.
Yeah,
dude, that's it. That's how the robots are going to subjugate us. They're going to give us VR headsets.
We're gonna think it's porn, and then it just goes boom.
It's just going to be porn. They're just going to give us
dead.
porn. Then they're going to blow up our head in the middle of porn.
Do you think they're gonna let you like finish like the climax? They wait, you see like.
Oh, when your head explodes while you're watching porn, your body is going to climax. I'll guarantee you that.
No, but you get like the money shot, and like that's when it kills you, or like does it know when you climax?
Well, if the robots have any sort of sense of humor, that's exactly when they would make it kill you.
Because I'm not making it to the money shot. You know, you shall finish before that.
No, I thought you meant until your money shot.
No, like if they have it programmed into like whenever you finish, which would also kind of be another little like makes it dangerous to jerk off a little bit.
I thought you were saying like, see, if they had any sense of humor, what it would be is as soon as you come, the speakers in the headset just start going da 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 da, and then it blows your head up.
And you're dead.
Like V for Vendetta, like as Parliament's blowing up, that song's playing and shit. They would do that.
Yeah, bad idea. Bad idea. Let's not do this. Let's not
all-time bad idea. Historically bad idea.
Let's not do this. Don't make it easier on the robots. Speaking of not making it easier, labor camps are our next comeback kid because Brittany Griner is apparently in a Russian labor camp, like a penal colony. Which, like, I get it, bad place, but penal always is just like
fun to say.
A penal colony, come on. So yeah, I guess like a labor camp. I don't know if that means she has to like in Stranger Things, like 100% of my labor camp knowledge comes from the gulag on Call of Duty, which seems dangerous, very dangerous. You basically just like somebody's gonna get killed in here. Or Stranger Things, most recent season, where Hopper's there and he's like hitting rocks and fighting monsters. So like neither seems like a chill place. Although like gulag style Call of Duty in real life, like what if they're like, all right, you and this guy, and it's like bad people. You die, you're done. He dies, you're out.
That would be the fun way for that VR headset game. 1v1 gulag, and it's the loser actually dies.
Yeah, I don't like that idea still, but entertainment value there. But labor camps, back to labor camps. Seems like it sucks.
Yeah, like I mean, when I think labor camps, I think of the Holocaust, but you know, Stranger Things also that's close. I've never seen Stranger Things, so I wouldn't fucking know. But yeah, dude, labor camps have never been good in the history of mankind. The only time it was halfway decent was Cool Hand Luke, and even that was a shitty situation. But he ate a bunch of eggs and won the guys over, so that was fun for him.
And he got to like use a scythe to cut grass, which also looked cool.
Hopefully Brittany Griner's seen that movie and she'll just be like, that's it. Somebody give me a bunch of eggs. I'm about to win you all over.
And because she hasn't, they're gonna probably make her watch the Russian version.
What would the Russian version be?
Just Cool Hand Luke, but in Russian.
Eat 12 bowls of borscht. You win our respect.
Yeah, you eat borscht.
It's the only Russian food anybody knows anything about.
Yeah, it is.
Eat this entire bowl of dressing.
Yeah, Russian. Yeah, what if he had to eat nesting dolls?
You take off the shell, and there's just another shell and another shell. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this egg?
Russian nesting eggs. It's a thing. You get one of those, you got eggs for life.
That's
In
true.
Russia, you don't just buy a carton of eggs. You buy a nesting egg, and you start with the big one. And by the end of the time you're there, you're like, shit, we only have the 2 small ones left.
I thought you were going to be like, in Russia, egg buys you.
Egg by you.
That's what I thought he was going to do too.
Nope.
It's the dumbest shit ever, but it's so
It is
fucking
dumb.
good.
It's very dumb. What do we got next? Twitter is our next comeback kid. Guys, did you guys pay attention? Twitter's been very hot. Very hot in the last really 2 weeks, but like really like election happened yesterday. Again, please don't spoil anything. I haven't watched yet. But like the election was wild because people just yelling about the election. I mean, sports, it's already got people yelling about sports, but now Elon is just pissing people off. I don't think he's going to do half the things he's even saying he's going to do, but I think he knows that it makes Twitter trend and be at the top of like what everybody's talking about every time he does. Do you agree with me or disagree with me on that?
Oh, I mean, he's definitely doing it for the attention. Also, I do think he is going to do the $8 verification thing.
I think it's live now.
Oh, it is?
Mhm.
Twitter Blue is live, but Twitter Blue's always been live.
So, like,
For a
wait,
long time.
so everyone that has a check mark is currently has put $8 in, or were you grandfather like in order to get one?
Oh,
you
no,
now
I
had
think-
to do it.
I think if you want to keep it, it's going to be that.
So everyone that has one has paid the $8.
No.
That's
it definitely
hilarious.
haven't. It definitely happened.
So you're saying then that everyone that has one,
I don't really think we're going to have to
previ-
pay $8 for a verified thing.
But no, Robert just said it's live.
He said he thought it was live.
Yeah, it's live now.
Twitter Blue is
Like,
live.
No,
Dude,
the
did- now-
Blue
$8
is
thing.
like a premium Twitter.
The $8
but, like-
thing is live now.
So that's what I'm saying. Did the people that already have it, were they grandfathered in? I don't think so. So Elon Musk has already made a shit ton of money off of Twitter. Or maybe like if you have your check mark, maybe they'll give you like 30 days to get it before you lose it. But the best thing about this was just all the journalists complaining. How are people gonna know to take me seriously if I don't have my check mark? Like, dude,
we don't already. We already
you're,
don't.
you're a reporter. We don't listen to you. Why would we listen to reporters? What, are you guys going to like give us the facts of what's going on? I've got a magical device in my hand that tells me everything I already want to hear.
Yeah. I'd just like to see the meltdowns that people have. And it's like you're on
So
his
good.
platform telling him to fuck off, but like you're still using his platform. But then you have like Whoopi Goldberg was like, I'm off. This is it. I'm done with Twitter. That's Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg all together.
Well, it started with the people being like, let's ruin this how we ruined 4chan. And they're like, well, let's ruin this how we ruined Reddit. And then they're like, well, let's just shit talk Elon. And then it was, well, let's complain. And now it's just, we're gonna keep using Twitter.
Well, people changed their names to Elon Musk, and they're like, see, this is why the verification process isn't just that easy. And then he was like, watch this, just ban, and like just ban people. I was like, Elon can't do that. They're like, wow, you're saying this is the place for free speech? And it's like, yeah, but it's his place for free speech. So like,
It literally
The
owns
same-
it at this point.
the same people that are like, yeah, well, Facebook's its own company and they can take down whatever they want, are the same people like, he was mad at me and he took it down. It's like, he can take down whatever he wants. Just reverse it and substitute Facebook to Twitter. Like it works that way.
Also, when you make the rule that says, hey, we're going to delete all accounts that are trying to like imitate other people unless it's obviously parody and you write parody in your profile. And then the people did that but didn't write parody and they got banned. And they're like, this is bullshit. I mean,
Didn't follow the rules.
you knew the rules and you fucking broke them on purpose to try and fuck because you thought you could fuck with a petty billionaire.
I really want that to somebody make that gif from Jurassic Park. Remember when they're trying to get on the computer and it's just and it's Newman just wagging his finger. He didn't have the credentials. That was like they just make that clip so then when anybody posts something like that, it's just
That would be great if he just retweeted those accounts with that GIF showing that he
Yeah.
blocked them.
It's wild, dude. Twitter's wild, but like Twitter is my favorite because it's wild.
It's so toxic.
Like I love Instagram too. I love Instagram. Facebook, it's all right. But like Twitter is just like you can watch an entire game and like go back the next day and have no idea what the context of tweets are. Like if you look at like I would say like at least 70% of tweets, about 95% of like sports tweets, like you have no context what it's for if you just like scroll through something else.
It's just
Like
it's
you
awesome.
posted like a Chaz Michael GIF for Chaz McCormick, and it was like that's our boy. And it's
Every
like
time.
out of context, nobody has a fucking clue what that means. I
None
was
of
like, oh, Pat was watching the World Series.
Uh-huh.
Chaz McCormick did something good. I know that, but I love when people don't know that.
That's my favorite. That's the only thing but every time I always do it when he does something good. But like he could like walk and my brother's like, dude, tweet it at Blum. I'm like, I don't want Blum to hate me. I'm not gonna do it every time the guy hits the plate. It's a celebratory tweet.
Part of a team that threw a no-hitter at one time.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that. He was. Ask him about it. He'll mention it.
That's cool.
Yeah. He'll talk
Good for him.
Loves talking about it. Did you know he was part of the White Sox that beat the Astros?
I did, but I had forgotten about that. Thank you. Go fuck yourself.
I forgot about that until this week.
I want to sack tap you right now.
I thought he was like an Astros lifer. I really did. I didn't realize.
No.
I don't know. I felt like he played a million years ago. Was a million years ago.
Kind of did. Morgan Ensberg, that same era.
Yeah.
You know what? This is along those lines. It's totally off topic, though. I had just the most random NFL player from years ago pop in my head yesterday. Remember the law firm? Ben Jarvis Green Ellis.
Oh, I was about to say, I know it's a 3-name player.
It popped into my head.
Running back for the Patriots.
I started laughing for a good like 5-6 minutes because I was just like, why? Why did my brain decide, you know what, at this moment, when you're picking up bug traps, you should remember a random NFL player with the most ridiculous fucking name ever.
I think about random players like that all the time. That was one I was thinking of this week. Joe Juravicious, receiver, formerly on the Giants and then on the Bucks. Cool fucking name.
Dude, that's like my favorite instance ever of Dudes Rock, when guys will just be like, bro, do you remember? And then guys just name old fucking sports players for like 20 minutes.
Priest Holmes. Remember how good we thought he was going to be? Remember how good he was for a little bit? That was wild.
He fucking was.
That was wild.
Maurice Stovall.
Any Green Bay Packers running back, pretty much, besides like the current ones they have. Like Amon Green, that was wild.
Bro, you remember Jeff Samar? Bro, Jeff Samardzija in college, but then he went pro as a baseball player.
For the Cubs, and then he got switched to whoever else he was on. I don't think he plays for anybody now.
No, he's been out of the league for a while.
Yeah, Jeff Samardzija, I remember, was wild. He's gonna play baseball.
That's the biggest proof of just dudes having simple, beautiful brains. They're like, hey, what'd you do for fun? Well, me and the guys, we just said old guys' names.
Chad Henne, remember?
3 hours.
Chad Henne started as a freshman, played 4 years at Michigan. He came in after John Navarre left. John Navarre was the backup at the Cardinals behind Matt Leinart.
The Lloyd Carr years?
Yeah. Like, that's how my brain works. It's like, if you were like, Alex, tell me how to do taxes. I'm like, I don't have to pay those. It's not an Olympic year. But if you're like, Alex, tell me fun facts about random players. I'm like, well, where do you want me to start? I can do that all day.
Oh, I derailed the shit out of that, but sometimes you just got to do that.
I did. Because like Mario Manningham always holds a special place in my heart because I grew up.
Great name.
In school, I was a Michigan fan, and he was like a stud at Michigan. And then he had one of the best catches in Giants history in the Super Bowl on one of the best passes in history. Manning to Manningham, like fucking tell me that wasn't that was awesome. I went to a Giants Texans game, and had a Manning ham. It was just a big ham that said Manning on it. And people were like, what is that? It's a Manning ham.
That just made me think of Kabir Kabajabiamila. They called him, he was a defensive end. They called him the KGB. Come on.
That's fucking cool. Matthias Kiwanuka.
Oh, what a name.
Remember that? He was a D end, then he switched to linebacker, then he went back to D end. Could do it all.
Kiko Alonso, another fun name.
Fucking great name. Robert's like,
people are listening right now, just like, what the fuck is happening?
Go type it up. Look them up.
This is our new segment. We should do this we should put a set like
this is the What Would Jesus Do segment when you guys don't send us shit. Us just naming random people.
5 minutes every episode. We should just name old fucking NFL players and watch Robert slip slowly into insanity.
He's gonna hate it.
At least if we said baseball guys, he'd be like, yeah, I remember him. But football, he doesn't give a shit. Okay, I'll take the 1 minute fucking hourglass thing on there. Let's do it. We already did our minute though. So
we already did that. Next week when we retire, what would you just do? Oh, whoops. Is that coming back? One more week. That'll be the bit. We're just going to pull it away every single week. But Twitter's back but like, dude, let's just start doing that every day this week. We'll just tweet out a random NFL player that no longer plays, but just like when you think of that dude's name, just be like fucking Priest Holmes. Like nothing else. Say nothing else. Just tweet it, and I'll be like, fucking remember this? And then we'll just see how many we can keep going with.
Dudes rock. Just hashtag
just every day.
Dudes rock every time.
Dudes rock. Dudes rock.
Fucking love it.
Yeah. It's pretty great. Robert, name a just old baseball player that sometimes comes into your head.
Randy Johnson.
He's a good baseball player. Jeff Blauser.
It's not like a random guy.
Tim Lincecum.
Also not a random guy. He won a Cy Young.
Yeah, but like he fell off.
No, he was cool, and his last name had "cum" in it, which was tight.
That's true. Big time Timmy Jim.
His dad would put a quarter on home plate when he was a kid, and he would tell him to throw the ball and make it touch home plate.
No, I thought he would like put a dollar bill on the pitching mound so he would really follow through and finish on his curveball.
He did that too. He would use money to fucking train his kid.
Dude's rock.
Because when he was a kid, he would give him the quarter afterwards. If he'd do it, he'd give him the quarter, and he'd put another quarter down. And then as he got older, I guess he had to go dollars. Inflation. I don't know. Nowadays, he'd probably be having to put hundreds down. Thanks a lot, Obama.
What's next? Let's get the fuck out of this.
All right. Last comeback kid this week is sweaters. It's sweater season. And Pass the Gravy Ugly Christmas Sweaters are officially back up in the Pass the Gravy merch store, PTG. Woo. Or PassTheGravyMerch.com, excuse me. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Go get your holidays are for the
Make great presents.
Darling like a Marlin. Robert's favorite, Pat's favorite, the box hunter. Huh? You always hunting out your presents? You always looking for those presents? Huh? Looking a little before Christmas, you get box hunter. Go get some of those. The good news, we saw a dog today. That's probably our best seller. Maybe of anything we've ever put out in there. But yeah, all kinds of awesome Christmas sweaters. We've got some ideas percolating. We're gonna put out at least two new ones. This year. We're gonna put out 2 new Christmas sweaters. If you have any ideas, Gravy Gang, hit us up at Pass the Gravy Pod. Let us know your Christmas sweater ideas. Not all of them are going to be done, but maybe some of them. Yeah, but PassTheGravyMerch.com. Get that. We don't have a sale on them yet. Maybe we can get a sale going. I'm not sure. We'll see. Nope. Just go get them right now. They're awesome. You get the Moon Man, the PTG flag Moon Man sweatshirt, just a regular sweatshirt, not a Christmas sweatshirt. We're gonna put a Pass the Gravy just logo sweatshirt as well. We got some awesome winter stuff coming for you. But Pass the Gravy Ugly Christmas Sweaters officially available now. at the Pass the Gravy store at passthegravymerch.com. If you order them, let us know. You're rocking your PTG Christmas sweater. Tag us at Pass the Gravy Pod, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Let us know you're supporting the pod. We'll retweet you, follow you, share it, and give you a shout out on the podcast. But yeah, we got the Christmas Spooktacular coming up in just a little bit, and you're going to want to wear all of your ugly Christmas sweaters, your PTG Christmas sweaters to the Spooktacular and Gravies Awards. That's the best attire to have. PassGravyMerch.com sweaters. Comeback Kid. All right. That was our Comeback Kid segment. We said we were going to do away with the What Would Jesus Do segment. Maybe next week, now that we know what we'll replace it with, we're just going to replace it with, hey, remember that guy? And Robert will just time us, and we're just going to say, what about this dude? And we'll just name guys. Just naming guys. That's cool. But we're going to bring the What Would Jesus Do segment back.
Guys naming dudes. That's what we call it.
Guys naming dudes. If you would like to maybe salvage the What Would Jesus Do segment, hit us up through a situation Jesus might find himself in if he came back today. Use the hashtag PTGWWJD. We're at PassGravyPod on Twitter and Instagram. And make sure you attach that hashtag PTGWWJD, or else we will not find it. But this, guys, is probably the last What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
All right, Todd Boss, Atlas, holding the world on his shoulders. He is saving the What Would Jesus Do segment this week, and he has a good one for us and says, or Todd is at Todd underscore, or at as underscore scene underscore. God damn it, I've got to look at it. I thought I have it memorized.
As underscore
scene underscore. It's as seen by TV underscores in between all of them. At as underscore seen underscore by underscore TV. That's it. I know what your Twitter handle is, Todd.
I'm an idiot.
I just fucked it up. All right. Todd says, which award show would Jesus be the best suited to host other than the Gravies? Obviously. I mean, Jesus more than welcome to host the Gravies at any time, but he's not taking up our offer on that yet. I think the Oscars would have to be it. I mean, they thank God more than any other award show, I would imagine. And I think, he could be like, oh, you guys are thanking me now. Just wait till I'm done roasting all of you. Like, he'd have a pretty sick little opening monologue. If you have any Will Smith, Chris Rock thing, he's a great mediator. He's literally the son of God, He seems like he'd be good for that. I also thought the BET Awards just seemed like a cool answer to say. And then I would really like to see him host the ESPYs.
Oh my God. See, that just opened up a whole new world for me when you said BETs, because I was just thinking the big ones, the EGOTs.
BET is
and
a
while
award show.
Oh, I meant the big four though. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. EGOT, yeah. Originally the first one popped in my head was I was like, I think he'd be great at the Tonys, give a Neil Patrick Harris type performance. And I was like, well, maybe it's Oscar, or is it the Oscars or Emmys that Ricky Gervais used to just rip them apart?
They're all the same.
Whichever one that was, watching Jesus roast everyone, that'd be tight. But like, what would he be best suited for? Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. I think Jesus would play great at the Nickelodeon Awards. Kids are like, he's nice. The kids are young. Jesus would be like, yeah, dude, slimy. This will be great. The kids will love it.
I don't think there's a better answer.
I think that like the ESPYs though, like I know that's not one of the main ones, but the ESPYs would be pretty funny because I would like to see him be like, oh, LeBron, look, power be to God. How many times you going to church this year?
See, if he treated the ESPYs like Ricky Gervais treated the award show,
to like, these are how many times these people have gone to church. This is how many times he dropped the knee and thanked the man. # drop a knee, thank the man.
Antonio Cromartie, I see you wearing a cross around your neck. How many different mothers do you have for your 9 children? Maybe pray next time.
I know you haven't been. I would have heard. The ESPYs would be pretty sick, but yeah, I think the Oscars is the one I'd go with.
I'm sticking with the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards.
Kids' Choice is pretty sick, but like, wouldn't you feel a little bit bad?
Jesus getting slimed though, that'd be like
Sliming him? You'd feel
that'd
bad
be-
sliming Jesus. Like, you want to grow
No,
up and I
he's
was
in
the
on
kid
it.
that slimed Jesus.
Jesus would want to get slimed for the kids.
This guy, well, he had to wear a crown of thorns and carry his own cross that he was about to get nailed into, and
And
now
he
we're like,
did it happily.
but he's got slime on him. No, that'd be funny. Okay, yeah. I just wouldn't want to be the one that did it. I'd watch. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. But...
Just Jesus handing out those little blimp statues seems funny to me. I don't know why.
And if you want to improve church on TV, at least, you know how they have the Nickelodeon wild card game now in the NFL, and they have like the slime cannons, and it's like somebody scores and they just pop it up, like fucking Joel Osteen, dude's, you know, apparently people don't like him, but would you maybe tune in to watch Joel Osteen if it was like, and now please bow your heads, and like as everybody's got their heads bowed, you just see like just slime cannons just popping up? Like that would make it exciting.
No, if Joel Osteen was getting slimed by sulfuric acid, I might tune in for that one.
I'd tune in to just watch any church service with like a slime mode. At my old church, when I was like in school, and I'd go with my parents, sometimes if you got there late, you had to go into like the auxiliary room where they had the whole thing on TV. Just make that feed the slime room feed. And it's just like, he's getting slimed. Like, no, he didn't. He didn't get slimed the whole thing. No, where we watched it, he did. Everybody's gonna be wanting to watch there.
Just not for Joel Osteen.
Well, name another super pastor. I don't fucking know. Ed Young. It's the other one in Houston we got.
I always remember Powerhouse, and I was like, man, my church is not like that.
Jack Easterby.
No.
Another guy that people would love to see get slimed.
But you don't always want to see him get slimed. You want to see everybody get slimed. That's the thing with slime. You're like, get
Tammy
him.
Faye.
I don't care who it is. Get him. Just everybody from the Righteous Gemstones.
There you go. Yeah. All right. So yeah,
There we
Kids'
go.
Choice Awards.
Kids' Choice Awards. All right, I'm on Kids' Choice Awards. That was a good question, Todd. Way to keep the segment alive, buddy. If
That
nothing
boy.
next week, it's dudes naming guys.
Guys naming dudes.
Guys naming dudes.
And here's the thing: I don't want either one of us to prepare for it. It needs to be off the cuff. I'm gonna forget about this until you bring it up to me next week.
Yeah.
That's when it's best. When you really gotta panic and just blurt out a fucking name that you remember from childhood.
Terry Collins.
Darius Walker.
Tembi Octopatuka. Yeah. Remember that guy? Remember that guy?
I fucking do.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my
Blitz-
God.
NFL Blitz days.
Holy shnikes.
Great name. All right. Moving on. It's the Not Cool segment. We're going to tell you guys what's happened to us throughout the week that hasn't been cool. Just little things that might make you say, hey, man, that's not cool. But like they can be as little as stubbing your toe, getting a hangnail. They can also be as big as getting run over by a truck. That's not cool too. I saw a not cool for a lot of people this week. I saw there were a bunch of catalytic converter thieves that jacked a bunch of catalytic converters during the Astros parade. Like they went downtown to all those parking lots. And just
What
like,
a bunch of cocksuckers.
Yeah. What a bunch of fucks, dude. What a bunch of fucks.
Robert
that's
looks like
not
he's
cool.
masturbating.
He's thinking about it.
His shirt was just slightly moving with his hand just below camera level.
It's the wind. I can't hear you.
It's very windy in here.
Very windy.
Yeah, because your dick is coughing.
Robert might think that's a not cool, and he could submit that as well. There's all kinds of things throughout the week that make you say, hey, man, that's not cool. If you'd like to hit us up, use hashtag PTG not cool on Twitter. tag us. We're at Pass Grade Pod, and let us know. Vent to us. That's what this segment was made for in the beginning, and we enjoy seeing you guys vent. We're not going to get to every single one each week, but we're going to pick some of the best ones and read those off. The Not Cool segment this week is brought to us by something that is very cool. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world, best brewery there ever has been. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Go up there. They got a PTG flag on the wall. Tell them you're part of the Gravy Gang. They'll take great care of you. Also, mark in your calendars, Saturday, December 17th, up at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street in Conroe, Texas. We're going to have the 9th annual Pass the Gravy Christmas Spooktacular going down that afternoon. We're gonna have Santa there. It's gonna be all kinds of fun. We've got all kinds of activities we're gonna get to announce to you guys. Maybe Hourglass Southern brunches. I don't know. No promises, but maybe we'll find out. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we also have our Gravies Awards where we're gonna award some of the best listeners. They're gonna get trophies. Everybody gets our participation trophy show. Pretty much. Not everybody gets one, but people get them for participating. If you've been participating with the podcast all throughout the year, you are definitely going to get the nomination. We're going to probably announce the nominations 2 weeks before. So keep submitting stuff. If you haven't been submitting stuff, you're still eligible to do that. We got stuff like Rookie of the Year, Man of the Year, Woman of the Year, Darling Like a Marlin Award, all kinds of awesome stuff. I think we introduced the I Love You Man Award, just somebody that we're like, fucking love this guy. Or gal. Doesn't have to be, it's the I Love You Man Award, but it can also easily be the I Love You Woman Award too. So it just depends on what's going on. But if you are listening now and you want to get more engaged in Pass the Gravy, we would love to hear from you. So at Pass the Gravy Pod, if you want to give us a follow and start interacting with us. But yeah, we're going to have the 9th annual Christmas Spooktacular and Gravies Awards going down Saturday, December 17th at Southern Star Brewing Company. So mark that in your calendar. Southern Star's got something for everybody. They got all kinds of new beers that they're making. That's the best thing about going up to the brewery, we always say, is like they have all kinds of different stuff. Like if we were just a regular name brand beer that you see at the commercials where they have, this is what we make, this is it. Southern Star's like, we got a billion things. Come try these. And they have the bombshell blondes you can get in the store, the strawberry bombshell blondes you can get in the store, the Southern brunches you can get in the store, all kinds of awesome stuff like that. But then you go to the brewery and they're like, hey, we've been working on this. Try this. This is a little something we're putting together right here, but it's just in the tap room. You get to feel like you're part of like an exclusive club. It's pretty cool. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world, and the official beer sponsor of Pass the Gravy Podcast and the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, let's start off with some listener submitted not cools. This one is from our buddy Mikey Paul at It's Just Mikey P on Twitter. And Mikey says his not cool is getting the bubble guts while making deliveries. There were no stores or any places for me to stop and go. I believe he said he did make it back just in time. But yeah, getting the bubble guts when you have that panic of like, all right, where's the next shitter? Where's the closest shitter? Oh no. It's never an ideal place. That panic that sets over you. Sometimes you just start breaking out in sweats. That is a fear that just everybody's had. Everybody's had that. And it's never fun. Nobody's like, oh, good, bubble guts.
I would freak the fuck, like, especially making delivery. Here's what you do. Get a UPS hat and keep that with you at all times, and just keep a random like package with just a weird get a fake package with name on it. Walk into any business, could be a gas station, could be whatever. Just be like, hey, I'm just dropping this off. Can I use your bathroom real quick? And you just drop it off, and when they tell you where it is, they just put the label down. And when you come back out, they're like, dude, nobody works here under that name. You're like, yeah, I just needed to use your bathroom. Who's not going to let the delivery guy use the bathroom?
Not a bad idea. But also put a snack in there, like a bag of M&Ms. So it's like, all right, well you brought a snack, so like I'm not gonna.
Actually, you don't even need a box. It could be like a Manila, like one of those like bubble wrap yellow. Yeah. That's much cheaper.
You just have the stamp on it ready to go, so it looks like legit. You can write down the address of wherever it is.
Like, hey, can I just leave this at the counter real quick? I got to use the restroom, and then I got to drop this off. I'm like, yeah, it's right over there. Or just go with like literally just pop
That's
into the closest.
a great idea. That's a great
There's-
idea, Pat.
Really the easiest thing is just pop in the closest restaurant. Just be like, can I use your bathroom real quick? Feel like it's for paying customers only. You'd be like, well, I'm going to take a shit either in your room, your dining room here, or in the bathroom. So point me to the direction. So if any restaurant is like, you can't use it if you're not paying here, they're fucking assholes. If any business does that, you're a fucking asshole. I don't know. Maybe not if you're like downtown, you have like a bad like homeless population or something. But like regular restaurants, if you don't let people come in and use your bathroom, you're just an asshole.
That becomes a problem. I wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
come in and blowing up my bathroom all day.
But like, it doesn't happen that often.
Right. Unless it's a problem. Yeah, I agree with you.
It doesn't happen very often where somebody just drops in like, can I use your bathroom? Like, yeah, dude, fucking back there, use the bathroom.
But yeah. Getting the bubble guts while you're like at work is the worst because you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna have to explain this. I'm gonna have to like go like find something to clean myself. Like you have all that the scenarios are running through your head. Like, what do I do? But yeah, T's and P's, bro. Glad that you came out all right on that one. Our next one is from Josh Treecottle, reigning past the gravy MVP at the Gravies. He's back-to-back MVP. He's like full Aaron Rodgers on us, although I don't think he's tailing off right now. At Joshua Tree 713 on Twitter. Josh says, as if having to work on a Saturday wasn't bad enough, now my power went out. I had to shower in the dark this morning. Hopefully they get it fixed quick before food starts going bad, or I have to miss the Astros game later. I'm assuming this was Saturday. Or Saturday or Thursday.
Well, he did say, as if having to work on a Saturday wasn't bad enough. Now my power went out. It's the same day.
Yeah, context clues. Then he gives us an update. He says, now it's 9:30 and I still don't have power. Not cool.
Was that 9:30 at night? That would make sense to me. Unless he was working like a half day and got to work at like 5 and was home by 9:30.
I know he does work early.
But goddamn.
Dude,
I hope that
losing power
I hope he didn't have to lose the Astros.
Never cool.
Or I mean miss the Astros on that. I hope you went somewhere for the fucking game, man.
Dude, T's and P's, man. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, not during World Series
really
baseball.
Sucks.
That's fucking horse shit.
Yeah, and Saturday that was game 6, right?
Yeah.
That was the game they won, yeah.
Mhm.
But like also like he said that he had to what did you say, he had to shower in the
dark, yeah.
dark. Yeah. Have you ever had that happen where like the power goes out? You're like, all right, let's finish it up. That sucks.
It sucks bad.
And then you're like, all I have is things that entertain me that are electronic. Now what?
Or if you
I don't want to read.
I gotta get a candle and
What
like
do
read
what do
by
I do
candlelight.
now?
This has got to be terrible for my eyes. I'd rather stare at my screen and read it off of that. That's much better for my eyes.
Like back in the old days, like they had lamps and stuff, but like when it got dark, you were just like, I'm going to bed. I don't have this. What else? What else do we do?
Well, actually, I mean, yes, they did. They just went to bed, but or you just bring the candle closer to you as you're reading.
I mean, you obviously they had like, I've seen movies. I know how the olden days were, right? Like you had the candle holders on the wall and shit like that. You had the gas lanterns.
Can you imagine the candle budget that people had back in the day?
Yeah.
Granted, they didn't have to pay for 7 different streaming services, but
Yeah, because of the time change, I've been going to sleep much earlier now. Just because.
Yeah. Well, like Emma and her sister went to a yoga class. It was like night yoga, and it was at 6:30 last night, but it was dark, and I was like, it is so late for y'all to... Oh no, it's only 6:30. Never mind. But it's like, I love when people are like, man, I've just been thrown off. It's throwing me off. And it's like, I don't get tired or like body wise. It's just like weird when you like look up and you're like, wait, why is it, what time is it? Oh, never mind. It's not that late. Like you kind of feel like you're stealing when it's like 5:30 and it's dark.
It's fun though that twice a year I have to say to people, I'm like, wait, are we spring forward or fall back? And they're like, fall back. So I'm like, what does that mean? Are we gaining or losing an hour? And they're like, gaining. Or I'll just be like, what does that mean? And like, you're gaining an hour. And then I have to do the extra stupid step of, so like, does that mean it's dark faster? It's dark earlier now? And they're like, yeah, I told you we're gaining an hour. I'm like, I don't know what that means, man. I don't understand
I'll
gaining or
figure it
losing
out,
an hour.
all right?
Can we just get rid of it? It's not necessary anymore. Pick one and stick with it.
I kind of like it when it gets darker a little bit earlier.
I don't care either way. Just fucking pick one.
Yeah, I don't really care either way, but I kind of like the darker.
I'm not 18 anymore, man. I'm fucking getting close to mid 30s. I like routine. I like the same shit to happen over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake up one morning and it's like dark when it's supposed to be light. And I'm like, what is happening?
But that's like I like where you lose the hour and you're like, oh, tight. I got an extra hour of sleep. Or like an extra
See, that doesn't make sense to me. Why do you lose an hour but gain sleep? What? That doesn't make sense.
You gained an hour this weekend.
You just said lost an hour.
No, I was using the other one. Like the one we're gonna have whenever 6 months. I don't fucking know.
See, it's too confusing.
When you spring forward, which means you lose an hour because you have to push your clock ahead. That's when you're like, that's when you have like 3 weeks for people. Man, ever since time change, it just threw me off. It's like you've never stayed up an hour late. Like, did you watch any Astros playoff games? They had to stay up because then you should have. It's like daylight savings time. Just practice that.
I don't
Go
like
to sleep
the one.
and just be over it. You know.
I don't like the one where I drive home at like 5, 6 o'clock and then the sun is in my eyes the entire goddamn way down I-10. Let's avoid that one.
That's the one we're in, I think.
So tomorrow I'm going to be driving home staring into the sun.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. I don't like that one.
Walk the sun.
What time will you be driving home?
Like 5, 6 o'clock.
It'll be dark then.
It'll be dark, dude. So dark.
So it's the other one then.
No. It gets dark at like 7 or 8.
So if I'm driving home at 5 or 6 now and it's dark already, the other one, the sun would be going down during that time.
Depending when you get off.
Yes, at 5 or 6. The 5 or 6 part is not changing in this scenario.
The sun is still up then.
But it would be on its way down. If it's already no, see, I think right now, I think you're wrong. I don't think the sun is down at 5 or 6. I think it's going down at about like 6:30.
Yeah, that's what
it's. So Robert was wrong. Also, check it out on my new headphones. The corner is green. Robert's is red. Robert's is Sith. I'm the good guy. Who could have seen that one coming?
It's orange. You got orange.
It looks red to me. You don't know your colors, you liar.
It looks orange to me.
Who's colorblind now?
Now that I'm looking closer, it does look kind of orange.
It is orange.
It's on the red scale.
I got it for
Maybe you
Ash's
should go.
colors. And I think
There
up
you go.
here is blue.
It is.
That's perfect. Go to Pass the Grade Podcast on YouTube. You could be watching that if you're listening.
My defense, I'm watching on a small old iPad.
Our last listener submitted not cool for this week is from Alexis Garcia at Alexis Texas _. Alexis says, not cool. My entire day. Missed flight, delayed flight, no rental car, and a 2 a.m. meeting. 2 a.m. meeting, that's like the rest of them sound terrible. What are you meeting at 2 a.m. for?
I guess they got a meeting with the Chinese office.
Maybe.
But I mean, this whole thing stems from you, though. You can't miss your flight. How do you miss a fucking
What if
flight?
it wasn't your fault? What if the other delayed flight caused you to miss your flight?
No, she would have said missed flight, or she would have said delayed flight, then missed flight.
Shit happens, bro. I've missed a flight before. It sucks.
I've never missed.
Cool.
I
Cool.
have never, and will never. I'm one of those 2 hours early to the fucking airport people. Ain't ever gonna catch me slipping.
Sometimes you don't have that time. I'm very nervous because like I have a flight at 1:30 this week.
Now, when I flew with
Like,
my
I have
buddies
get
to
out at
Vegas,
10:30, go home, get my shit, then go. Better better make it.
when we were already at the airport, we're like, fuck, our flight's boarding. We should go.
Yeah.
But I'll never miss a flight.
I've missed a flight drinking a beer at the airport. Being like, wait, that is our gate. and they were closing it.
Oh, I'm just very cognizant to when they're like, all right, and now boarding. We're like, fuck, they're boarding? Everyone get your tab. Let's go.
Yeah. But all that sucks. All that sucks a lot, and all that in one day.
That's terrible.
T's and P's, man. Ma'am. T's and P's, ma'am. Ma'am. Yeah, I don't really have. I want more details on that, but
Yeah, I need a written
they all sound
essay,
awful.
400 words, double spaced.
Just fit in a tweet, however many Twitter.
That
words
works
that
too, or a
just do
tweet,
that.
or a tweet. Yeah, I want to know about the 2 a.m. meeting. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I need to know more about that, but doesn't sound cool
No,
at all. I'll go first out of us. Mine is one of the minor ones that I've had. I am going to New York this weekend, and so I was like, I gotta get some sick new kicks. Got some sick new Nikes. They're white on whites, and first day I wore 'em
racist.
to wear. No, they look like those. They look like those Chuck Taylors, but they're Nike.
But
They're
racist.
Nikes.
Okay.
They're not. They're cool. I
me
thought
see
they were
them.
more like tan.
You
All
wearing
right.
them? Yeah, I want to see
no,
them.
I'm barefoot right now.
Yeah, this whole time he could have just been showing us instead of describing us, and then we could have been like, subscribe to Past Gravy YouTube, watch y'all YouTube. That's how you see what we're talking about here.
Yeah, but I guess
Rah.
we'll get them.
So I got these bad boys.
That's not white on white. There's definitely like a black or a blue
But
line
they
of
kinda
some
look
sort
like
at
Chuck
the base.
Taylors or whatever, but they're white on white on the top part. And then day one I wear them, I dropped coffee. And I got coffee on my white shoes. So
So it's now white on yellow on one of them.
but it kind of looks like piss.
You haven't got any hydrogen peroxide or anything to clean it yet?
I don't do that. I'm not gonna do work now.
If you care about your shoes being white, then why wouldn't you clean them when they get dirty? I don't care about my shoes being dirty. I just wear them
Well, they
until
don't
the
match
soles
it.
don't work anymore. Yes, but if you cleaned it, they would.
They
So
don't.
are you gonna spill coffee on the other one now so it matches?
That's what I thought about it. I was like,
That's
I wish I had
actually-
more coffee.
That's
So I
the
could just
move.
even it out. But then like what also sucked is like it happened like first thing when I got to work with my coffee, and I was just like, fuck. And then like,
Club
I'm not just
soda?
I'm not gonna just walk around barefoot at work because like it got my socks. So then like all day I just had a wet left sock. Like it wasn't like hardcore wet, it dried a little bit, but it was like always like kind of damp. And it's just like that sucks.
Kind of Damp would be a badass name for an album.
No, it wouldn't. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
The
So
new
me and my-
Dixie Chicks album, kind of
No, no.
damp.
No, me and my bar manager, we have a theoretical band named Slightly Sexual. And Kind of Damp would be a
Kind of
great
Damp would
name
be
for
a
an
good
album.
Album, yeah. No, the
I gotta
kind of
text
damp
him right
World
now.
Tour.
The Kind of Damp World Tour. I
that
fucking
shirt.
love that.
Print that shirt. But yeah, that was my not cool really. It's like spilling coffee on new white shoes and then having a slightly damp sock all day while you're at work. Who else wants to go?
You want me to go second, Robert, or you want to take this
No,
one?
I'll go because I also have a pretty lame one. It's this giant pimple on my nose.
I
that
didn't want to say anything, but I was like, is the shading different in there or what?
No, like I've had it for about a week and a half, and it was
That's a
starting to
good
go
one.
down. It was starting to go down. I'm like, oh, cool, it's going away. Don't have to pop it or anything. And then like 2 days ago, it, like came back with a vengeance. Now it's like super red. It hurts now. It didn't before.
Dude, pop it right now.
I'm not gonna pop it right now.
Do it.
It's not ready.
Oh,
not ready.
It's ready.
That's the worst when you like pop one and it's not ready, and you're like, now it's just gonna be even more like obnoxious for however long it is. I hate that. Being an adult, like getting
It's the worst.
it should stop at a certain age.
See, now, like, if I get them, I'll get them like kind of around like the edge of my, like where I wear a hat. I'll kind of get like a little bit there sometimes, but like I can't remember last time I had like a full on fucking like pimple like in the middle of my face.
I was really excited about it too because I was gonna do like this event thing today where there were gonna be like a lot of bosses from the company. I'm like great. This is how they're gonna like.
This is what they're gonna look at.
Yeah. This is how they remember me.
Oh, you're all
I
gonna
had
call me
one-
Pimple Boy now.
I had one last week that was like right here, and I popped it like a day or two too early, and then it was just red, and then I had to pop it again, and it was red still, and it just kind of like when it's by your mouth, you just think people think you have herpes. And I was like, damn it.
Oh yeah, because even that, if you're thinking you rub the side of your mouth, or like when you got a beard and you just do this, and you feel it, and you're like, ah.
Nah, and then you
I just want to get it.
Yeah,
And then you can't help yourself, and then it's not helping.
adult pimples do fucking suck.
Mhm.
Adult pimples fucking blow, dude.
That's mine.
Sorry about that, Robert. All right. Well, I've got
That's a good one.
two.
That's a good one.
One of them is now. I thought that simultaneously two of my charging cords, like I've got a charging cord that I use for my portable charger, and then I've got one in my car so that my phone plugs into, so I have Apple CarPlay and all that shit. And like the car one hasn't been work. Like I keep having to replug it like 7 times to get it to connect. Then I hit a bump and it comes out. And then yesterday it wasn't doing it on my charger, but then by the end of the night it did. So I was like, oh, these cords just must be getting shitty. I went and changed out one of the cords as soon as I get home because I had backups like still in the pack. No, the fucking charging like base on my phone, I guess, is getting loose. And this phone is too new for that. But now I got to look up a way online to fix it because I'm not getting a new phone. This thing's still like not even 2 years old.
Have you looked
What the
inside and
fuck?
seen if there's like debris in it?
It doesn't really like maybe there was a little bit of dust, but it didn't really look like it.
Buzz, because sometimes you can get that out.
But like, no, it's not. When you first get the phone, you just put it like it clips into there and it holds it, and that thing will not move. Now, like there's wiggle room in there.
Oh,
Something's fucked up. And I'm like, that's just absolute fucking horse shit. And I don't want to bring it in. I don't know, maybe.
Definitely worth finding out because if you do, they'll just fix it.
Yeah, but also like, I feel like I'm gonna bring it in there. Like, oh, well, your phone's cracked. It probably happened when you dropped it. Like, that's not how it works. Shut up. Then drop it when it was plugged in, you asshole.
Yeah.
Don't give me shit. Just fix my phone.
My old phone was like that in the car. Like sometimes you'd put the USB thing in to like do like Apple Play or whatever, and then it would like just like stop when you hit a speed bump, and then you can't like pull over and fix it. It's just like, all right, fuck me.
You just gotta like driving with one hand while like taking it off the wheel, driving with the knee.
Super, yeah.
And like plug it in and unplug it and then plug it back in. And, like it plugs in and it starts to work for a half second, and then you move your hand off of it and it shifts and it's not working. It's the fucking worst. I hate it. I hate it so goddamn much.
Dude, that fucking sucks.
And then my other one is kind of a PTG MD situation going on. Is for the last 2 days, I really thought like I was potentially in trouble with like a prostate problem, because out of nowhere, like it just got to be that like I really felt like I had to piss like most of the time. Like I don't know if you like, and here was the worst part is like then I would just be like, oh, you just go to the bathroom and you pee. No, that wasn't working. Like I would go if I tried to just stand up and pee, would be like, if you ever get a shy bladder when like you have to pee so goddamn bad that you can't pee, that's what it fucking felt like.
Never had that. But...
Yeah, like see that happens to me. Like if I'm in like if I go to an Astros game, I still have to pee in the stall.
Okay.
Somehow like having that many people around, I'll just be like, I can't fucking pee now, but I gotta pee. Or like if I'm floating down the river, sometimes it'll happen, and I'm like, this sucks. Because I mean, like it hurts. Your bladder feels fucking full, and like I would just be like, I can't pee, but I would have to go big, and I would just sit down for like 20 minutes, just like try, and then you get like a little bit of piss out, and I was like, oh no. So of course you just Google some shit. It's like, oh, maybe large prostate.
You're dying.
Yeah, and you're like, oh well, like I mean, I've seen movies where like old guys, the prostate's getting larger, they can't really pee, but it feels like they have to, but no pee's coming out. Shout out Jerry Stiller and Zoolander. But I was looking up, it was like, oh, it
I got a prostate the size of a cantaloupe.
It's like, oh, it could be diabetes, could be this, could be like an STD, and I was like, well, it fucking ain't that one.
Bladder infection.
But I was just like, what the fuck? And I was like, And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give this a few fucking days and hope it passes. And luckily by today it has. But I was really like, God damn it, like I don't have insurance. I ain't trying to go to a doctor and be like, sometimes I have to pee, but then I can't pee.
That is like the worst,
just
especially
had
when
some
it's like
cranberry
something with
juice
like
yesterday.
your dick or something like that, where like your prostate like that, where like you're just like, all right, and you come to the conclusion with yourself, you're like, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna do anything different. I'm just gonna see if maybe in 3 days it's gone. And you're like,
It's my
what if
time,
it's
it's
not
my
gone?
time.
You're like,
Then I'll give it 4 days.
and maybe we do 5, but I don't know.
6. And we just go Jim and Dwight adding on time.
Yeah. That is a scary feeling though. And
It wasn't really that scary, but it was just like I was
I
sitting
had
on the
that happen
couch and
before,
then
and it
out
was a
of
bladder
nowhere.
infection.
Yeah, it was just out of fucking no. But here's the thing: I didn't do anything. Nothing came out. I was also kind of thinking, I was like, well, maybe it's kidney stones. It's the beginning, and I'm gonna get them, and like in 2 days, I'm in serious pain. And I was like, I fucking hope not. But my dad and my brother have both had kidney stones. My brother had kidney stones earlier than what I am. Like I'm 32. He had kidney stones before he was 32.
Does he still get them?
I mean, he's gotten them, I think, like maybe 2 times. I only remember my dad getting it once, but I'm sure he's had it more. But I'm like, okay, well, if they've both had kidney stones, I'm definitely going to get kidney stones at some point. Like that's going to happen for sure. For sure. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it because from everything I've ever heard, it's the closest men can experience to the pain of childbirth, which, got to be honest with you, they don't make drugs for kidney stones, guys. Doesn't seem fun.
Can't just put an epidural in it.
I don't want to do an epidural. I don't want to shove stuff up my dick. No, you just go through the pain and you piss them out. Yeah, that's life. And here's the thing. I'm all like, that means I'm just going to spend an entire day, whatever day I have kidney stones and they're ready to pass. That means I'm going to spend literally that entire day sitting on the toilet. Because if I'm in that much pain, there's that much pressure. This is also something I learned from this ordeal. There's that much pressure in that area of my body. Probably a little shit's going to come out too. So don't worry. I didn't shit my pants standing up or anything. That's why I said I made sure to sit down every time. But there's some poo is going to happen.
It's just a lot of not fun stuff.
No. And it's extra not fun when it involves your dick because you only got one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So those are my not cools.
I think you win.
Dick problems, man.
Yeah, you have.
Actually, technically, that was more of a bladder/prostate. I don't know. I ignored it and it went away. So now I'm just going to forget about it and hope it doesn't rear its ugly head.
It doesn't come back
with debilitating cancer in 3 years.
You should definitely get into a doctor though eventually.
Nah.
Maybe get cheap insurance.
You know what the problem is? I don't think I'm drinking enough whiskey lately, to be honest with you.
Just, it's good to get checked out.
Nah. I'm going to live a happy 42 years like the pioneers did, die old and happy.
Says me, it's good to get checked out, who now, like, in the pandemic, I think kind of broke doctors because now they can just do telemedicine visits. And like I tried to get my Adderall prescription refilled, and they were like, yeah, all right, do you want to come in or do you want to do it over the phone? I was like, I can just do it over the phone. Yeah, let's do that. Like, I don't have to drive 20 minutes. And I was on the phone with my doctor for maybe 5 minutes, and he was like, all right, so how are things? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you doing this? I was like, yep, sure, yep, all right. Here's my blood pressure. Here's my weight. I can just pick this up tomorrow. Cool, thank you.
You had to take your own blood pressure?
Yeah, I had high blood pressure the last time I went in, and so I've been on blood pressure medicine since then. But like, I have like a machine.
Oh, I guarantee you they would tell me I have high blood pressure.
Yeah, but you probably need to get it checked. But high blood pressure is like one of the biggest causes of like.
Dude, the next time I go to a doctor, which God knows when that'll be, they're gonna test me for everything, and they're gonna be, dude, you have so much shit wrong with you, and I'm like, yeah, I know, doc. How much is it gonna charge to fix it? Yeah, never mind. I'm not fixing any of that shit.
Give me half of that. What do I really need?
Or can I just keep drinking bourbon until I don't feel anything inside or out?
Shaman.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. oregano and whiskey. Yeah, that'll be my cures.
All right.
Guys, you got to watch the video version.
You got to watch the video version. YouTube.com, Pass the Gravy Podcast. Subscribe. You'll love it, I promise. Pat, will you tell everybody about the Gravy Gambles show really quickly?
Yeah, the Gravy Gambles show, guys, used to be a segment on here, but now it is where you go every week to watch me slowly slip closer into insanity as I continue to pick the Packers, and they continue to break my fucking heart. Yeah, it's me and Alex, giving out our picks for the week. Do it on Thursdays. You got to remember. So give us a little slack. We're wrong from time to time, like I've been 3 consecutive fucking weeks. Not only are we losing our own asses, but we're betting on Thursday lines. So give us a little bit of a break here and there. But it's going to come out every Friday, 1:30 Central Time, of course, because all other times are bullshit. Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. it also airs again. But come in, maybe. Right now, probably a good idea to fade me. Actually, don't, because I'm about to get back on track this week. I'm going to go 3-0. I keep getting fun. I keep making great picks, Alex. That's not the problem. It's not my picks are the problem. It's the teams not playing the way they're supposed to. That's what it is.
I get that.
That's what the real problem is.
Makes sense.
But no more. I put in some calls to the NFL. They're going to start complying with my picks.
That's good. Good to know.
Yeah.
We're gonna put those out every week. You're going to see Fridays at 1:30, Sundays at 10 a.m. Just like Pat said, the Gravy Gambles show, guys. Got to check that out. And yeah, it might be a fun game. Like if Pat's sucking, just start doing the opposite of what he's doing, and then you'll win until you don't.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know.
It wasn't my pick, but I said at the end of last week, I was like, also Jags money line. Wasn't an official pick, but I gave that out.
That worked.
Jags.
They did play. But yeah, the Gravy Gambles show, check it out. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pass the Gravy Podcast on YouTube. It'll also be on our Facebook and Instagram pages as well. And then we'll post a link to the YouTube on our Twitter. So go watch the Gravy Gambles show and win some money. This, guys, is the answer segment we're about to do. We're gonna wrap things up with it every week. We like it when you guys send us any. We have the Precome segment where we bring up any ideas, thoughts, questions we have. And we like it when you guys do that too. So if you have a business idea, we like it when you guys send us things to power rank. Give us 5 options and we will power rank them. And we also like, just you want relationship advice, we'll help you out. We don't get too many of those, but we'd love to if we could. And just any kind of high thought, anything you hear about, you want the guys at Pass the Gravy to weigh in on, hit us up at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter. Use the hashtag PTG Answers to get to us. This, guys, is the answer segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question. Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right. Our first question this week comes from our podcast son, Skylar Lester. At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. And Skylar says, are cockatoos just pigeons with advanced problem-solving skills?
You're grounded. How dare you? How dare you? Pigeons are sky rats. Cockatoos are majestic, swaggy-ass birds. They get that little fucking thing that flips up right there, and then they fucking strut with it. I think they talk a little bit, too. Dude, cockatoos are fucking badass. Pigeons suck. No. Okay. The answer is a resounding no.
What's the difference in a cockatoo and a cockatiel?
I don't know.
I had 3 cockatiels growing up.
Cockatoos are far more social than cockatiels and are more affectionate towards their owners. So cockatoos are the dogs of the bird kingdom, and cockatiels are fucking cats because they're bitchy little assholes. Yeah.
But I had cockatiels growing up. We got one named Camille from a neighbor, and then my brother and I got one each, and mine was named Paige after Diamond Dallas Page. And my brother named his pal, because I think that was the dog's name on Arthur. Which, by the way, I heard like the theme song to Arthur, and that song fucking slaps. I forgot.
It slaps so hard.
The rhythm
It also says cockatiels are generally calmer and more docile than cockatoos, making them easier to look after and care for. And cockatoos require more space and time outside their cage than cockatiels and are generally more expensive to purchase. So yeah, just more and more evidence piling up that they're exactly the dogs and cats of the bird world.
But
A cat you can just fucking ignore. Like you put out a little bit of food and you see it twice a month and you're fine. Dogs, you got to let them outside, play with them, show them affection.
My cockatiels could talk. A couple of them could talk. And then the first one we got that our neighbors gave us.
Did she say butthole?
No, they didn't say curse words. We were young then, but they taught it to do the. And I was like, "You can do charge," and her name was Camille, and it would say, pretty bird, Camille."
I want a bird just to teach it how to say butthole.
That'd be pretty sick. Oh, fuck.
Hey, bird, what are you? Butthole. What do we think of the Cowboys? Butthole.
I had the other one I had, like when you had to teach them, you basically just had to repeat shit.
Oh yeah.
You had to repeat it over and over again. And I was really into wrestling. That's why I named my bird Paige after Diamond Dallas Page. But I tried to get him to do the "oh yeah" with Macho Man Randy Savage, and just did the "oh yeah."
That's
it
so
just
pretty
kind of
awesome.
like randomly happen. It would just randomly happen, but it was cool. And then like when we'd put them outside, like to like put them in their cage outside, they would just pick up random like other birds' whistles sometimes. That was kind of cool. But
that's cool as shit.
I think cockatiels are pretty much just like, yeah, they're like dogs. Like pigeons are just like not domesticated cockatiels, and then somebody printed them up and then was like, hey, what if we kept these?
Pigeons are sky rats.
They are sky rats. Cockatiels, like, but then my mom was cleaning the cage on one of ours one time, and it just got out and flew off, and it was like, you're dead. You don't know how to hunt. And like,
do they hunt or are they
no,
scavengers?
They don't. I mean, I'm sure maybe it's scavenged, but that bird's dead. That bird didn't.
I mean,
like
yes.
A dog
This is
sometimes can
over
like find its way.
This is what, 15 years later? I don't know how long birds live, but probably not that long.
Long time, I think.
Not cockatiels.
Parrots. I had somebody who had a parrot, and that parrot was fucking old.
Parrots live like 30 fucking years, man.
Yeah, I want to say that parrot was like 22 years old, and I was like a kid. How long do parrots live?
Cockatiel, 10 to 15
40
years.
40 to 60, or cockatoos, 40 to 60 years.
A red-tailed cockatoo, a cockatiel though, 10 to 15. Yeah, cockatoos live fucking forever, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You could pass down bird from generation to generation.
Robert, you had birds. Did they talk ever?
No, we can never get them to talk. They would
You
just
had cockatiels?
no. They were
yeah.
what were they like? I don't remember what they were.
Birds?
Parakeet?
Maybe they were supposed to be able to talk, but they never did.
Birds are like a cool, like I feel like they're like a cool pet, but like you do have to really like take care of them.
It's not.
And, like,
it's not a
feed it
cool
and shit,
pet.
And then
It's
like,
not a cool pet.
Yeah, you had to clean up. Yeah, it seems like a cool pet to get at first, and then like they're loud, like they go rat rat rat. Like that's not chill. But they're tight.
Not chill
I
at
guess,
all.
for some people. For some people, they're tight.
It's like a dog that you can't pet or cuddle.
Pretty much.
What's the
But
fucking
you
point
put
of
it
it
on your
then?
shoulder and like they hang out there.
Yeah, see, that would be tight. But also then get a
That's
monkey.
kinda tight. Yeah, I want a monkey.
Fuck yeah.
So are cockatoos just pigeons with advanced problem-solving skills? I guess they have advanced past having to be sky rats, so somewhat yes. But they're
No,
also just kind
no,
of like
because
domesticated.
in this they would have to be a pigeon that's better. They're not a pigeon. Pigeons are shit. Cockatoos are awesome. They're not even in the same category.
So the answer is no then.
Yeah.
All right. Good question, son. Really sent us down a wormhole right there. Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter says, what is the difference between fondue cheese and nacho cheese?
Fondue is made to be shared, and nacho cheese is nacho cheese. It's my cheese. I ain't sharing my cheese.
Fondue is typically made with Gruyere cheese, and generally not always, though, is made with some wine. I did not know that. Some varieties are also made with Emmental and other cheeses of Swiss origin. Cheese sauce is made with cheddar cheese. So nacho cheese is typically cheddar cheese or imitation cheddar cheese. So I would say fondue cheese is just like classier cheeses.
Yeah, nacho cheese is the working class cheese. Fondue cheese is the executive cheese.
Working class cheese. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. The common man.
Nacho cheese is the cheese of the common man. That's why it's served at every football stadium.
That'd be sick though. Like they could just upgrade it and like you pay like $2 more for nachos and you get fondue cheese on it. Or fondue restaurants should just have like an option where there's just chips. I don't know, maybe they do. I haven't been to a fondue restaurant.
Ooh, tortilla chips. Fondue. That'd be fucking incredible. Just give me all the melted cheeses. Just give me all of them. I just want all of them. Melt some cheese on that bitch.
Agreed. So just classier cheese, and then the working man cheese is the nacho cheese. Great question, Daniel. So we've all learned a little bit today. Next one we got is from Alex O at Alex McThunder 1 on Twitter. Alex O says, power rank these doctors. Love our power rankings. We're gonna try and do one a week, so keep sending those to us, guys. Power rank these doctors: Dr. Dre, Dr. Pepper, regular doctors, Dr. Strange, and Dr. Seuss.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna go Dr. Pepper 1, Dr. Dre 2, Dr. Seuss, Dr. Strange, regular doctors. And that was a hard one. I wasn't sure whether to go Dre or Seuss first because I wasn't sure whose lines were actually better. But then Dre also, he does a lot of his work producing, so I couldn't judge him strictly on the verbals. But regular doctors are definitely last.
All right. I'm going to definitely disagree with you on that. I would go regular doctors 1 because
wow,
you need them and they save lives.
Really? I'm still here. Haven't seen one in years.
Maybe you need to.
Apparently not. Still here.
Maybe.
Body fixed it. My body literally fixed itself this week.
Or you think. We don't know. Regular doctors save lives. That's number 1. Number 2, Dr. Pepper, because it's dope. Number 3, Dr. Dre. Number 4, Dr. Seuss, because Dr. Seuss is for babies. Number 5, Dr. Strange, because I haven't watched Dr. Strange.
Dr. Seuss is not for babies. Dude spits bars.
Starts for babies, and then you appreciate it later on, but he starts for babies. You're not listening to Dr. Dre as a baby. This isn't rankings for babies.
Dre is for babies. Okay.
Make a baby.
Y'all know me. Still the same. Yeah. Come on. Tell me babies wouldn't love that shit. Babies wouldn't love Forgot About Dre? Get the fuck out of here.
Robert, what do you got?
My number 1 is also regular doctors.
You guys are fucking big doctor has fucking got his hooks into you guys.
I just like living. I like living, man.
Oh, that's where we differ, bud.
Then I'm going to go with Dr. Strange.
There you go. I respect that.
Dr. Dre, number 3. Dr. Seuss, number 4. And Dr. Pepper, number 5.
You got Pepper at the end?
You always have to throw
Pepper
one in there to
at the
piss
end.
us off.
Dr. Pepper is the worst out of all of this.
Disagree on that, but
hard disagree.
I like that we had this is maybe our biggest like deferring power rankings we've ever had.
It's very different. I mean, my number 1 was great and y'all's were shit, but
I mean 2 out of 3 of us have said the right one. So
oh yeah, they used to always also say 4 out of 5 doctors recommend the cigarette. So 2 out of 3 means nothing to me.
Well, it means
didn't even mean to spit bars on that one, but I did.
It also means that who are you, fucking Dr. Seuss? Maybe Jay. I don't know. I don't know. Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead on Twitter says, if bed bugs hang out in a bed, where do cockroaches hang out? I know
Oh, in a cock.
I know what he wants to say,
Oh,
but they hang out in the streets, in gross stuff, trash, shitty apartments, my old apartments,
walls,
walls.
cocks.
Probably, if it's a dirty cock, maybe.
If your cock is so dirty that there's cockroaches there, then that's when you do need to go see a doctor.
That is a dirty cock. That is a dirty cock.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't actually hang out in cocks. Get your mind out of the gutter, Brandon.
Yeah, my gutter, Brando. I appreciate the question, though. I get what
That's
I
good.
get where
That's
he
a
was
good
going,
one.
what
That's
he
a
was
good one.
setting us up for. I think it was Melissa Hyde even like replied to his tweet. Was like, I know what you're doing. All right. Final question of the week from Jordan Welch at J_Welch2795. And he says, how did peppermints get their name if there's no pepper involved?
Because at first the flavor of it was so strong.
It's like
They thought
spicy,
it was-
but it's not.
Yeah,
spicy.
they're like, it's spicy. And you're like, it's not spicy though. It's sweet.
not,
You're
though.
like, ooh. Peppermint.
Yeah. It really, like,
I fucking love peppermint.
yeah,
I want some Goldschlager,
peppermint's tight.
or I mean Rumplemints right now. Give me some
Dude.
Rumplemints.
Spooktacular. We'll have to bring a little bit of peppermint
Rumplemints?
schnapps. Yeah.
Oh, you can have the schnapps. I'll have the Rumplemints, dude. I'm all about
Kinda the same.
Rumplemints.
They're kind of the same.
No, yours is like 30% alcohol. Mine's 100.
But I do like
30 proof and 100 proof.
I do like both because it feels like you're like, oh, I have fresh breath too. And my teeth are clean.
I've said it for years. Rumplemints taste like Christmas in your mouth.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it.
Robert, I know you haven't had them, but it's like drinking mouthwash.
In fact, I'm about to go to the liquor store right after this. I'm going to have to check and see if we got any Rumplemints.
Start stocking up.
Oof.
Rumplemints and eggnog season is upon us.
Ooh, eggnog season.
I don't want to put eggnog back as a comeback kid yet, but
Oh, it's not. It's not yet. Not yet. You got to wait till
And-
after Thanksgiving for eggnog, but
Right,
or maybe
exactly.
Thanksgiving Day
Yeah,
you can have some nog.
But like after Thanksgiving, we'll put it as a comeback kid, and then also Nagasaki's. Who could forget those? You remember?
I
you
forgot.
Remember?
No, but I
Eggnog
who
and
could forget those? Me.
sake?
I forgot them. I forgot them.
Remember
Who can forget
when
them? Me.
when we did the Spooktacular at like Packard's Pub, and they were like, "Yeah, you can't have outside. You can't just bring your own alcohol." I was like, "No, but they're Nagasaki's." And like, we can't serve that. We don't like. You just showed up with them in containers. Like, no, but they're like, what is those? Like, it's eggnog and sake. It's in the name. They're like, oh, okay. Well, you got to take that outside. And then we were just
Okay.
doing Nagasaki in the parking lot.
Well, if we can make that taste good, I'm definitely going to sell that at the restaurant this year.
It's from The Office. I didn't come up with it, but that's what Andy gets.
Whatever.
from the Benihana for Christmas. Nagasaki's, guys. We're having them at the Spooktacular. We'll bring some of those and some Rumplemints, even though we're gonna have the best beer in the world. We'll just have like a little taste. You know, it's seasonal. It's festive. It's cool. Yeah, it says peppermint because it does kind of taste like, ooh, spicy. No, it's not spicy. It's kind of like, I feel like peppermint is like, wasabi is spicy, right?
Yes.
Wasabi is spicy, but it's got that like mint feeling to it where you're like, whoa.
No, it doesn't.
It kind of kicked me. I just don't feel like the refreshing.
Wasabi
part.
does not have the mint. It's just green. Which
Yeah.
actually, I've also found out a lot of what's sold as horseradish in the United States. I mean, as wasabi is just
With
dyed.
horseradish?
It's dyed horseradish.
You can probably tell, I bet.
Yeah,
You
I
really
feel
know
like you
your
can probably tell.
wasabi.
Like I feel like you're probably like if you're at a sushi place, like you're probably actually getting wasabi.
Yeah.
Those dudes take pride in their work.
The gas station sushi, probably horseradish.
Probably horseradish.
I like a healthy snack I got for myself a while back was wasabi peas, just because like you don't just finish the bag like you would with like chips. You're like, okay, my nose is running, my mouth is on fire. I'm just gonna put these up.
That's smart.
It's like you got the snack, but it also was like with a punishment.
You're a smart guy.
I
know not a lot of
this
people will tell you
body,
that.
this godlike body. It's gonna have abs soon.
No, you're
Getting
not.
back in shape. You don't know.
No, you're getting back in shape. You're not gonna have
When I
abs.
stop cramping up, fucking washboard.
You know how you stop cramping up? Stop doing ab workouts.
I have to keep doing it to get the abs.
No, you don't need the
It
abs.
works, bro.
Your girl don't want the abs. That's why she laugh at you.
Shredded.
She wants you to have a little padding so she can lay her head on it and be comfortable.
I'm fueled by hate. She's hating on me right now.
Hose mad.
Hey, I've been eating crawfish for 146 weeks now, almost 3 full years, because somebody was like, "I bet you won't." Just wait.
It's a good point.
Bet I won't get abs. Watch this. I'm gonna get the best abs. You get big abs, not big abs.
No, not
The
big abs.
abbiest-
You're not going to get the best abs.
Abbiest abs of all.
Nope. Your abs are not going to be better than Ryan Gosling's.
Well, he's got like a trainer. The best
Yeah,
best
a trainer and
non-trainer abs.
steroids
All right, that's not fair. Maybe I'll do steroids.
Get all
Yeah,
Kenny
good.
Powers on us.
Let's get a good steroids hookup. Just gonna get cut, bro. Shredded.
Get some Tren.
Do some Balco. Cream and clear.
Dude,
The
you
Bear
got to get
Bonds
that.
season.
You got to get that deer antler spray, bro.
Oh yeah, it's not a steroid.
I
but it
remember
kinda
that.
is, but it's not.
Whatever happened to that? I feel like you don't hear about it anymore.
I think I don't know. It was like weird medicine that they were like.
I wonder if I
"Yeah,
can
this
order
is
that
good."
on Amazon.
Probably.
That'd be fucking
You
hilarious.
can order anything on Amazon. You can order anything on Amazon these days. That was a great crop of questions, guys. At Past Great Pod, use the hashtag PTG answers to submit your questions to us. That's how we'll find them. I'm at Alex J Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. I have another podcast I do talking soccer and football every Tuesday. We do that live. It's called the Clear It Big Blue podcast. It's me and my buddy Mike Fish. If you would like to learn some more about football or soccer, we're going to be covering the World Cup coming up pretty soon. Check the Claret Big Blue podcast out. It's at CBB Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Robert and Sam do a fantastic podcast. A recent study suggests, and they had their first study podcast, their second week back from a little bit of a hiatus. It was a great episode this week. You can go follow them at Recent Study Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And then make sure you subscribe to both podcasts on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. Give us all 5-star reviews. All 3 of the podcasts, Claret Big Blue, Pass Gravy, and Recent Study suggests give them a 5-star review. And, maybe write something nice on Roberts. You can roast us on the other ones, but just give us that 5-star review. And it helps us out. Give us all a follow at Pass Gravy Pod. Have a great rest of your weekend, fam. Let's go Giants. And until I talk to you guys,
Let's go Packers.
Gals, next week, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches!
Shorty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her.
Let me talk to him.
She hit the floor. Next thing you know, Shorty got low, low. Shorty got low, low, low.